All right, I'm back. Oh, okay. What's up, guys?
They're
Sorry,
not
I
even
didn't know
remaking
about.
Persona. They're not even remaking Persona 1 and 2, which he's begged for.
All right, we are watching Summer Games Fest. We're here once again. So I want you guys to know I did watch this part. All this part was like kind of like pre stuff and interviews and stuff. So I watched that. I also went back and watched the MetaQuest stuff, that the interviews that you guys wanted to skip. So they just mostly talked about some stuff coming out. I think they talked about Metal Gear. They talked about some behind the scenes for like some other indie games, and they also made predictions on what will show up at this showcase. Okay, and the predictions were Metal Gear, or not Metal Gear, Final Fantasy. What was it? They predict Baldur's Gate and Mortal Kombat and different stuff. Okay, good.
Yeah. We'll see more Kombat. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's in the trailer, or that was like revealed.
Okay.
That and Fortnite, the new season.
Yeah, that too. Nick, are you there?
Fortnite.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nick exists.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
We're going in. All right, and I watched the pre-show, so you guys don't have to watch that, okay? And also, if you want to vote to skip, just let me know. We'll skip it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I know it's hard. So
I saw a few memes on Twitter, and I can't wait to get to that part because there's something that's being really memed on.
oh yeah, Evan, what do you think of the video though?
Which one? Wait, what do you
The one I just sent. Is that
Please
does that
welcome
explain?
to the stage the creator of the
No
Game
comment.
Awards, Jeff.
But that's my viewpoint.
You know what? Fine. I can't disagree because it's a general demographic.
Yeah, I know, but you know how Nick was saying like, oh, like I have several different ones, so that's basically all of them.
I mean, I'd have simple but or I'd have simple
We
but
are in
complex
person, and
tastes.
today we've got a look at what's next in video.
All right, you guys excited? I'm actually excited for this.
Los Angeles.
Got your got Panty Man himself.
Well, this and the last day are going to be the most exciting because Nintendo's not part of this, and this is Sony. Because
Well-
Xbox is not revealing anything.
Well, Nintendo's supposed to be later.
When
I started
trust
Summer
me,
Games
like
back in 2020
Xbox,
from a spare
they
bedroom,
last
I never
individual game or like
imagined
last
we would
exclusive
grow
enables
to this.
Redfall.
Today,
So,
the
well, now.
video
Well,
game
they have a
industry
showcase,
is
and they're going to show
what's
Starfield and
next
stuff. So
is
we don't know.
cross-industry
Look, listen. I'm hoping, if anything, they reveal Gears of War 6.
The landscape of video
Please
games
get rid
has
of Kate.
certainly
Please,
changed over the past
just
They
no,
can't.
no, I don't even-
They can't now.
Get rid of Kate.
She's
I'm
part.
sorry.
She's
Get rid
part.
of-
She's part of the cliffhanger. They can't get rid of her.
Gosh, I don't even. Bro,
I like Kate, but I don't get what the problem was.
amazing, and then
Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh boy.
Hey, Mortal Kombat.
Making a
It delivers.
I'm fine with making the lead character a female. Sure. Like they've done that with several games. I played Returnal and I enjoyed it. The main character is a female character, and she has a good story and good backstory and good development throughout the game, and I enjoyed playing as Celine. Kate's not it. I'm sorry. She was
Nick, you would be excited for Gears 6, wouldn't you? I'll play with Nick, my boy.
Yeah,
my
no,
partner.
Nick, they litter that game with microtransactions.
Well, we
I know.
didn't.
I'm sure they would.
I mean, we didn't buy any. I mean, I think I may have got some at one point, but like we didn't need any for
I
like
knew
the
you-
campaign.
Yeah, because. You don't need
Is this Prince of Persia?
Yeah, well, this is a different topic for a different
has
day.
been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden
Yeah, this is Prince of Persia. I played the original for the PS2. I got stuck. I didn't finish it because I got stuck. I couldn't figure out what to do at a certain point, but it was funny because every time you died, the main character would self-narrate and say, "That didn't happen. I didn't fall off. Or I didn't die in that battle.
Yeah.
Or I didn't jump off a cliff." It was funny. It always made me laugh.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, I do.
I was checking Streamlabs and I.
Licensed music, Elias. Licensed music. Mute it.
Nah, it's okay.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, it's licensed music. Just keep. A lot of these have licensed music, so just keep that in mind.
Well, it'll mute it if it's on YouTube, but while we're streaming it, you don't have to. You don't.
Right,
Have
but
to.
they won't. But they won't. No, it'll still mute it on Twitch.
Well, no. Once the VOD's out.
It'll still mute it.
Oh, well. If it's muted right now, I'm sorry, guys.
In these times,
Yeah, just like next time, mute just the stream. Just mute the stream so they can still hear us. And then once the trailer's over,
fulfill my destiny.
But we couldn't hear it, though.
right. But like, it's for the streams. It's for the VOD.
No, I'm saying if I make it to where the stream can't hear it, we can't hear it either.
There's a little surprise. Prince of
Can't
Persia:
you just
Lost
mute it
Crown
on
is coming
Streamlabs?
in January 2024.
Or, well, wait, no, you'd have to open up Streamlabs
The
and
iconic
never
series.
mind.
No, you could just mute it on
Combats, huge
YouTube.
boss
Just
fights,
YouTube.
and
Like
of
we
course,
can, they can
incredible
still hear us, but they
platforming,
just won't be able to hear
puzzles,
Prince of Persia.
animation,
But he's saying
bringing
we
a
won't
modern
be able
take
to
on
hear
the
it.
legendary
Right.
franchise.
I'm saying while it's live.
More
I'm
at
saying while
Ubisoft
it's live.
Forward, streaming
Yeah,
on
I
Monday as
know,
part of
I know.
Summer Game Fest. All right,
I mean, it's
let's
up to
move
you, but
along
then
to
that's
another
how Twitch
iconic
works.
video
So
game
because Twitch
franchise
is crazy.
that just celebrated 30 years. That's right.
Here
It's
we go.
time for Mortal Kombat 1.
Here we go.
Couldn't keep you waiting on this one.
Here we go.
It
You-
has been
did you play,
30 years since
you played
Anakin
Kano in
and ever since
11,
Ed
didn't you?
and the team at NetherRealm
Who'd you
have
play?
been hard at work
Me?
on the most
Yeah.
ambitious and
Did you play 11?
Shut
that reboots the
Oh,
series
shit, okay.
into a new era timeline.
Yes,
And it's coming this
unfortunately.
September.
I was excited
Everyone
for
has
the.
been
I was
asking, what does
excited
it look
for
like?
the
Who's
next
on
Mortal
roster?
Kombat game ever
How do
since
the new
11
cameo
dropped.
fighters work?
I was just
Well,
ready for the
now
next
it
one.
is time for combat. No
Time for
spoilers.
combat.
I played.
This video
I
is
played
literally
9.
insane.
I didn't. No, I didn't play
Here
9. I
is an
watched 9. I played
extended
X. X was.
first look
I wasn't very
at
good
the
at X, but at the same
story,
time, it was really
gameplay,
satisfying and
yes,
a lot of fun.
course,
Then I played
the
11. I'm like, what is going on?
fatalities
And then,
of Mortal
won, and then
Kombat
won.
1. Let's
And I'm like,
do it.
just.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Evan.
Please. It's cute. It's cute. It's very cute. Love it.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Ooh.
Looks
If you
pretty
look
lit.
closely, look at what Sub-Zero's holding.
Oh my God.
There's a combo.
I like the bar fight.
Look what he's holding.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That is a spine and the skull, like the classic fatality. He used it as a weapon.
Oh yeah, but by the way, Nick, in the 11, their timeline got reset, so none of the characters know each other.
It's my family, Blade.
No, yeah, I know about it being Mortal Kombat 1.
Mr. Kenshi.
Like in Y.
Johnny and Kenshi. The cameo thing is interesting because like the characters, you don't directly play as them, but they help you.
They're like assists.
So
Yeah, it's like more or Marvel's Capcom 1.
Right. They're characters who were just assisted.
Enough. Okay, let's go back to 1 here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Okay. Let's make sure the quality's good. Dude, this looks sick as hell, dude.
It does, yeah.
Oh my God, he has an air chain.
Yeah. Again, I was excited for this game ever since 11 reached. As soon as 11
Oh my-
launched, I'm
dude,
like,
that's
okay,
Raiden?
that's the next Mortal Kombat game.
Dude, Raiden's so
that's
young.
He looks like a baby.
Dude, he looks like Jet Li from Fist of the Dragon.
Yeah, they do use actual mocap. So the actor, most of the time, these actors, like the characters, are actually look like the actors. So,
Yeah, I've liked how they've been doing that a lot recently.
yeah, first of all, easier to animate, and second, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Because it
Oh my God, it's my girls.
No character. you
These
know,
are my girls, Nick.
look like the person. Oh, I know.
So this time, Molina is the Empress, which is pretty neat.
Dude, I had a pocket katana in 11.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, Katana's pretty popular. Not as popular as Molina because Ed
Yeah.
Boon had to put Molina in the game, or else.
Dude, I tried using Melina in 11. Like, I was okay, but I wasn't like that good with
I'm the
Melina.
only Striker fan in the world. I love Striker.
Oh, dude, we gotta tell Sam, Nick. They put Stryker in the game. That's who Sam was looking for.
Well, it's a cameo. So.
Well, but I'm saying that they said the cameos could
Right.
be
Oh, here we go.
characters. Oh gosh.
And yeah, the cameos get the fatalities, which is really cool. And I love that Johnny Cage thing because he's putting their face. You know how like Hollywood they put their handprints down in like the pavement. Yeah, he's doing that with their face. So at least it's like Hollywood stuff, but it's like brutal and stuff.
That's cool. That's cool right
And
there.
also, and what's really cool is in this new timeline, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are actually brothers. That's why they look so similar.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. That is cool.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
Dude, I think. See, the thing with the cameos, they could make them DLC too.
I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game
Yeah.
Fest one of our
Right.
industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon.
Ed Boon. Hey Evan, you gotta be that guy in the crowd. Where's Injustice 3?
Where's Injustice? Mortal Kombat vs. DC 2.
Congratulations.
Shaolin Monks
They love
2.
you. All right, well, Ed,
Melina-
first
oh,
of
wait.
all, thank you for that incredible
Melina.
premiere. We got to see all
Man,
the gameplay
that room
of
probably
MK1,
smells.
and everyone
just
just
kidding.
wants to
Wait, why you say that?
First of all, this
'Cause-
is in a-
Are you
it's
kidding?
MK1.
Why are you
Nick,
kidding?
Nick,
Wait,
they-
this
they-
is not Smash Players. It's fine.
Nick, they don't have fedoras.
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen
Oh,
the
God.
ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into like a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and
No, they're
so
not.
mixing the
They're
whole
they're
thing up,
Japanese, aren't
so
they?
we're just kind of
Yeah.
rebooting and
Or
that's
Chinese?
what the one is for.
Japanese.
Wow,
Well,
it's
some are
just
Chinese, but
incredible.
mostly
Everything
Japanese.
We saw
Yeah.
there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team is working for 4 years.
But what he's talking about, Nick,
thing
is
we
that
gotta
Scorpion and
talk about
Sub-Zero has
are
always been like fighting
cameos,
each other.
because we saw some
but
pretty
now they're
amazing
kinda
stuff
like-
there.
Now they're
Tell us,
brothers.
how does that work? You obviously you have your main character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a
Interesting.
separate kind of cameo menu. So you pick sort of a pair. When you
Oh
start
wow,
the
they're actually
Yeah,
showing
normally
the
in
roster a
fighting
little
games,
bit.
You'll see a roster basically, where you select your character.
Yeah,
After you do
there's
that,
gonna be
a
24
second
characters.
roster of characters,
That's,
which
8
are
times
whole
3
new,
is 4.
completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters, and these fighters actually.
And I love this roster
They will
because look how
Sonya.
squares there.
Is Sonya only a
And
is Sonya
then
only a cameo though?
You have some of Jack's
And
moves,
look, here's the
you can
answer.
call
Yeah,
them out.
I
You
think
can do
so.
it
We'll see what
multiple
happens,
times,
but
as you
here's
saw
how
in
the
Dude,
intro
it would be
goes.
bad if they made Sonya a cameo because she was like from the very first Mortal Kombat
Can be
game.
combined
Same thing with
all the cameo
Jax. I mean,
fighters, and that's
I think
Yeah.
Jackson. I think they're gonna be in the main game. There's no
this is
way
how
they're
the
not.
intro goes. They immediately get into the conversation. It's crazy.
Well, so how does that work? So you're
Oh, that is so
And then
seamless.
Cameo. How do you
Yeah,
summon them? Is it
and then they have a
time-based
little
or
like
often they come
interaction,
in? It's
and
not
they
a
do a
tag
little
team thing,
pose.
right? Where you-
Yeah, exactly. And you're
Show off a
basically
little bit of
Oh my
power,
God.
and then go right into it.
That is so
It's- yeah,
seamless.
I love it. I love it how from the character select screen they go right into it.
A different move, push it with down, it'll do a different move.
It's
And
probably
so
gonna be
the
next gen,
combination-
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. almost.
Exactly. And you see, there's like a.
Oh my
mirror on
god,
top
I gotta
of
figure out who
basically-
my tag team character is. Am I gonna go Sonya, Katana, Fan Blade, counter
You
combo?
can call them
Oh
pretty much
my
whatever you
god.
want. And they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of, basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice.
Dude, I might play Kenshi though. Kenshi,
Obviously, as you
like,
go through, you
I
see
was
them there.
I played a little bit of him in
Set
10,
characters
but I was
and
never
then
like
the cameos, is
super
there some
good at him.
repeats from the main roster. How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be
Where
available as
Takeda.
cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can play. You can. Same
Interesting.
thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
So there's a lot of like kind of really
Yeah,
digging
Goro
into
was
the
there. That
old
was
Mortal
cool.
Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of none of the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
People don't know the story.
Yeah.
Bloodsport
Well,
was such an inspiration.
that's who Johnny Cage was based
It's a
on.
huge first full circle moment. The first.
Yeah,
Mortal
from
Kombat game originally
the
wanted to
the
be
Bloodsport movie. Yeah.
the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know.
Oh, that's cool. They even got him to do voices.
Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult.
Oh yeah, that looks really cool.
Secret.
I like Johnny
over
Cage.
Over
Johnny Cage.
the last 4 years. And so
I don't know, he looks a little different, but
we could not be more excited in terms of.
No, I like how he looks now.
And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Yeah, especially because
thank you so much for giving
it's
us
coming
the
out in September.
first
So
look
it's kind of
at MK1, as you said. This weekend, people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal.
Oh, they already have a test build?
Thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Excellent.
He said they're going to be playing it throughout the weekend, so they already have a workable build. Well, I guess they would have if they had a trailer.
For
but.
action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic.
Diablo 4, Nick.
Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture.
I never played Path of Exile, but congrats as a sequel.
The engine and gameplay to a new level.
Where are the guards? Hey you! What's going on?
For those Path of Exile 2.
Exile 2, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, if you're wondering, Nick, games like these are called ARPGs, which is asymmetric RPGs. So like Diablo.
Yeah.
And also those in the chat who may not know.
Yeah.
No, but I know Baldur's Gate 3, you're asking about that Dungeons and Dragons game. It's like this too a little bit. Except it's more turn-based.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6!
Last year at Summer Game Fest. Well,
so I'm really excited right now. I'm sorry, guys.
An important update to share with you.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Dude, I love these every year, and Nick knows.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll go ahead. It's not Rashid. They didn't. I thought they were gonna. They saw a Capcom presentation. So.
Ooh, are these like more costumes?
Yeah. This is. So this is a. So you heard of Exoprimal, right?
Yes. Oh, this is Exoprimal?
Yeah. This is a crossover with Exoprimal.
This is weird having Ryu with a gun.
I love.
I guess he has a gun in Fortnite. So. Oh God! See, that makes more sense. Guile makes more sense. Wait, are these just suits for Exoprimal, or are they actually like Ryu and Guile?
I think they're suits, but.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall, with the game coming out on July 14th.
Jeff Keighley.
But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
Oh my gosh! All right, check this out. Ooh, what the fuck?
shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
Is that Nicolas Cage? It is Nicolas Cage.
What do you think he's collabing with?
No, I've heard about this.
Daylight.
I have heard about this. Dead by Day. I haven't seen any footage on it. Are they showing gameplay or?
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight.
Bro
in
is
July.
not a
I don't know
gamer.
how these things happen, but
No, it's really
figured
funny.
the easiest
What?
way to find
I
out
feel like the people
is probably
sitting
to
there
go right
watching
to the
this know
source.
90% of the stuff that's already being released.
This man's bold
Yeah.
creative choice
Well,
is
I do know they
economy
announced the
in a
Nicolas Cage thing like
movie
a couple
across
weeks
more than
ago.
4 decades of
Yeah,
incredible
I'm
film.
just saying. in
Oh, you mean like
general.
yeah.
Welcoming to Summer
I
Well-
don't keep track of Dead by Daylight because I like having fun.
Ooh, he's actually there. Wow. Well, Nick, I believe
And
that
everyone puts their phones up immediately.
dude, he dyed his hair.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Well, the thing is, I think everybody that's invited to this event, Nick, they probably got like a program.
Invited to your very, very cool.
Maybe.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think they would spoil it because you wouldn't get audience reactions.
I don't think they would either.
Collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is.
Okay, so he is a survivor.
Being one of the survivors.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know if he
That would be
was.
funny.
No, no. Well,
Just Nicolas Cage. Just,
well, no one knew. No one knew if he was a killer or a
Actor named Nick Cage.
survivor.
Sorry. Well, because remember.
Killer, that'd be funny.
Well, remember they made that like K-pop dude a killer.
Vacation thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates.
Nicolas
who are
Cage is so
survivors
cool.
with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large
Nick
reason
Cage,
for
he's
wanting to do
legendary.
as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're
He is
fully
the
into this. I
best
know you
bad
heard your
actor.
voice in there, so you
Mhm.
recorded lines for it and everything.
He's. I feel like when
He's not
you're.
very good at acting, but because it's Nick Cage, it's fun.
Well, it's no, it's kind of like that. When they're like confident in themselves, it's kind of like it's kind of like Adam Sandler.
So it was important to me that everything.
But Adam Sandler's not funny. Whereas Nick Cage.
But I like Adam Sandler's like his mindset, like his because he has his own like company and stuff.
So that we are fused.
I can't believe he does, but yeah, he has his own company. He
I
does.
love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you
Well, look,
said,
I remember Adam Sandler in an interview said he makes these movies even if people don't like him because he just enjoys them, and I can respect that.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Is a Dead by
Fair enough.
Daylight enthusiast.
Fair enough.
And that really.
I mean, how does he get the revenue then?
Pun intended.
I don't know.
Well, he
I mean,
made
he
enough
has,
money at this point to where that doesn't matter.
yeah, he has.
Okay, you know what?
He has.
You're right.
Yeah, he has a deal with Netflix. I think that's why all of his movies are on Netflix because he's like
There
working.
are.
Looking for new adventures.
I mean, there
So this
are
to me
a
was
bunch
like,
of
wow, I can
companies and
make a
like
whole
individual
new audience,
actors
meet a whole new audience,
that
and
can do
branch
that.
out and go on this Dead by
There,
Daylight
because like when
adventure.
it comes
I
to the
didn't say-
U.S.,
it took me
there are
nothing
just
but a split
people.
second to say
The
yes.
people
And
like at the top
speaking
of the
about split
list, the
seconds,
people
what-
with the most money,
excuse me,
they
what
can
I
do
noticed-
whatever they
excuse me,
want.
Sinuses, allergies. What I noticed.
Woo! Anyway, enough
Where-
about
every movie
where
you
the
make,
the
when
profits
you're
they make
doing
don't
this,
matter
when
to
you're in
them.
the gaming
Exactly.
space,
That's why, and
it's
I'll
timed
bring
down
up
to the split
SNK,
second.
who
It's
made
it's a
King of
very
Fighters,
immersive
that
experience when
game.
you're acting out in this space.
Yeah,
But every
they
move,
I was
every
like, oh
grunt, every
wait,
side
you know, maybe they're
make
struggling. No,
has to
they
be
are
timed
loaded.
perfectly
I didn't think they
as the
were
gamer's
because they haven't made like a
moves.
game in
That
a
was
while, but
something
they
that I
were doing
learned from
like
this, and I'm always
they
looking
were
to
like
learn
saving a
something.
bunch of
Well,
profits.
we love having you in
And
the
they
video
were
game
like
world. We wanna see Nick
renewing
Cage
them and
more
getting
games, so
like
we-
a bunch of returns with their profits, and they are just loaded
Thank you
with
so
money.
much. Hopefully the
They
first
have
one-
money
Breaking
to
it
burn.
in.
Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome.
Holy
There you go.
crap, they
Lock it
have
in.
money to burn.
Legend,
I
bro.
was surprised.
What a legend.
Same with Nick Cage. Nick Cage has money to burn.
Oh, for sure.
Anybody else tried to be Nick Cage, it would not work. But because it's Nick Cage, that's how much of a legendary guy he is.
On July
He's-
5th,
he can
and
do
here's
whatever
an
he
exclusive
wants.
first look at Nicolas
Including being
Cage
Dead
in
by
Dead by
Daylight.
Daylight.
Oh, they're actually showing gameplay.
Oh, here we
I
go.
also
Nick
like-
Cage.
I also like how
wish
he
was a
is
killer.
Nicolas
I wish he was a
Cage.
killer. That'd be so funny.
He's a fellow Nick.
I like how he's actually Nicolas Cage and not like
Oh,
someone
like-
who looks like Nicolas Cage and then is called someone completely different.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like a character from like a movie, but it looks like Nick Cage, but it's like a character from a movie or something.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
It doesn't
But no,
feel
they
like
actually
it.
made it Nick Cage.
Right.
Damn right I made it.
Now everyone's gonna be playing Nick Cage.
Dude,
though.
I might play Nick Cage.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest.
My point
All right,
exactly.
Thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations.
You're welcome, Jeff.
But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
See, I'm kind of glad that they got Henry Cavill back because I was a little bit worried about him.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3, Volume 1 debut.
The Witcher.
Volume 1 debut.
Well, because Nick, you remember that that whole
She messed
drama,
up.
Get ready.
that whole drama where we didn't know if he was going to be Superman or the Witcher because it seemed like he got fired from both of them.
Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
Dun, 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 dun. Right, there was a whole fiasco with The Witcher where Netflix was going to enter like the actor of Geralt.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Like,
But he'll set me up and keeping you
he's
alive.
actually like a really cool guy because of this whole fiasco. Because there was like a sex scene that they wanted to put in here with him, and he said, "No, I'm not going to do it because that's not part of the lore."
You chose these consequences too.
So he wants it to be faithful. He doesn't want it to just be its own thing.
You're right.
Embrace.
It's the last time they tried to do that, Game of Thrones Season 4.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I haven't started watching this show, but I never played the Witcher games either. But I might watch this.
I
Just
really
play
don't know
3 of
anything
those.
about Witcher.
No, me neither.
I
but
only know that the
I
dude's
just know.
named Geralt,
Yeah.
and he's a Witcher.
Coming. There is no
That's
hiding
it.
her.
That's all I know. Because it's in the name Witcher.
You sure about this?
Are you?
Look at those physics, Nick.
Oh yeah. That was
Look,
really close.
he's witching them.
But look, you gotta scratch that Lord of the Rings itch, Nick.
Has a way of repeating itself.
I mean, I'm not a super big Lord of the Rings fan, TBH.
What?
Personally,
Neither am I.
I think you knew that.
I did.
Tell an even more menacing.
Well, I knew you weren't in like the Harry Potter, but I didn't know if it was like Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I don't mind Harry Potter.
I understand real fear.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know. Even though, yeah, whoever she is.
We're witches.
Is that so?
I think Siri was really well casted.
I'll never get over
Yeah,
how cute
I mean,
they look,
this
monsters.
whole thing was
And
really
they're
well
like,
casted.
"No, please don't hurt me." And then wow, fangs, just like a boatload of fangs.
That was supposed to be
all up in your
communicating.
business.
Epic Game Store.
Oh, jeez. This isn't wild, so. Ethan Carter. FPS, okay.
I'm not sure what this is.
Well, I mean, hey, you're shooting them, so it's a first-person shooting PvP game.
You know what I think could have helped the Witchfire. You know what could have helped the indie game showcase just a little bit? I feel like if it had a live studio audience, because even if the game wasn't hype, the fact that they were like screaming and clapping might have made it just a little bit more hype. You know, I don't know.
I think, yeah. You got a point.
But I know not all the showcases can do that because they're like, you know, digital.
Right. I'm like, COVID got canceled, so you know.
And that was the and I guess that's why it's good that he brought back this part, like the live studio audience, Nick, because that's what E3 was. That all the conferences had a live audience, and you can like feel the hype of the crowd. Which I guess you can't really get that anymore if they do like digital showcases, but I guess you still got like the Twitch chat and YouTube chat and stuff.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
Then you have to read.
Yeah. Crossfire Sierra Squad.
Nerds.
Yo, that's the screen I was talking about, Nick. I mean, it wasn't Samsung though. I think it was an Asus one.
The root will destroy everything.
Not the root.
That guy's riding a goat.
So that's crazy.
Or is that a ram? I don't know. Is that
I mean, goats are rams.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they're very similar.
I think it's one of those things where like rams are goats. Like all rams are goats, but not all goats are rams.
Yeah.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
No, I got you.
It means that rams are a subspecies of goat.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Look at that bugger.
Bugger, I hardly know her.
This reminds me of like Gears of War, actually, Nick. Like the way the campaign looks like it's going.
Right. It could be.
Or like that third-person camera.
Now, I still need to play Gears of War 1 through 3 because I heard that because I've seen them, I've heard all about them. I want to play them really
Ooh,
bad.
yep. Well, me and Nick, we went through all the games. Oh, it's Remnant 2. Okay.
And then I watched like all the games together and saw like Gears Tactics was fine, but like 4 and 5 did not have a good story.
We have much more Summer Game Fest to come,
oh my
including
goodness.
a first look at the gameplay of
I get it's a soft
2,
review, but oh my goodness.
The world premiere of the new season of Fortnite.
That is not how you
Call
introduce
of
a
Duty
younger
Season
cast.
4, and maybe a few more.
Anyway, different conversation for a different time.
As we
Back
go
to
through
Jeff
today's
Keighley.
reveals, use the hashtag
Mr.
gaming
Pandyman.
on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome
I still
everyone
remember that.
co-streaming
I
the
still
show
remember
Yep.
that.
on
Like
TikTok,
what?
Twitch,
Apparently, no one else
We need to
does.
see more.
For those of you
We need
on
to see.
Twitch,
No, we are. Look, we're gonna see more old Jeff Keighley.
We gotta see more Jeff Keighley.
Retro Keighley.
Of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Okay. Ooh, it's a new Sonic game. Oh.
I remember this. Yeah. Okay. I remember. Oh, I remember this announcement. This actually looks pretty good. Like, not gonna lie. I like the art style because it's like not. They're 3D animations, but it doesn't feel like they're glued to the environment.
Yeah.
They went back to classic Sonic because modern Sonic could not sell.
Okay, I think everyone says Sonic Frontiers is like a good modern Sonic game.
It's fine. They and you know what? It got like most people give it like a 7 out of 10.
But the
for
thing
a
is,
Sonic
but
game,
since Sonic Origins and Sonic Mania and Sonic Origins, I think they're doing the like they're making a Sonic Mania 2. I heard.
I don't think that no, they already made Sonic. Technically, they already made Sonic Mania 2. But the thing about that is the original devs, I don't think are working on it anymore.
Oh.
Because
Wait, what was Sonic Mania 2?
Plus.
I thought that was just a DLC.
That is a full-fledged game, Elias.
Wait, I have Sonic Mania Plus.
Yes, that's not the first one.
But no, but that's a. Oh, I thought that was it was a DLC pack.
No.
Hold on, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure it's DLC.
Oh my gosh, you had to toy with me like that. I didn't even know they put Cliff in there.
How about that? A new
Hold on.
standard for 2D
Me buying a
classic
Sonic game?
that's
What is that
appeal
supposed to
to
mean?
new and legacy fans alike.
What?
This
Me
past
buying? I
April,
never buy
Honkai
Sonic
Star
games.
Rail launched, and as you're about to
Except
see, the
Adventure.
game is bringing
Adventure
an
1 and
exciting
2
new
were
character
corny,
to
and
Space
that's what
Fantasy
makes
Okay, okay, it's an upgrade, Evan. So if you already had Sonic Mania, you can upgrade to the Plus
Yeah,
version.
all right. So you're right. The thing about Origins is like, it was kind of rushed.
Well, Origins was just a remake of 1, 2, and 3, right? Oh,
Right.
hey, look, this is the game Jason's been playing that he hadn't been hanging out with us.
Honkai Star Rail. Oh.
Hey, Nick, you want to play this game with me?
No, I'm good.
But it's an anime game, Nick. You love anime.
Are you high?
I'm imitating Honkai Star Rail.
No, I was talking to Elias.
Oh, okay.
No, everyone says this game's like really good though.
Elias, are you high? Do you really think I'm gonna play this game?
Look, I would play this game, but I have such a backlog of games I can't even like think to get lost in this. But dude, everyone's saying this game's like really good. Cause I played I played Honkai Third Impact on my phone, and it was really good.
Guess what?
What?
I'm not gonna play it.
Okay. It's okay. But there's so many waifus in this game.
Yeah, perfect for you, Elias. This is a perfect game.
This game is.
Look, and she's got a sword, and she's got a gun, and
look
at that. She just shot like a cube, and then the cube, and then look, codename PlayStation 5, and then look, she's on the PlayStation 5. Look at that.
Look, these games, Nick, entices me to
look,
spend money so you can get more waifus.
Numbers go up, and then look at that. Q4. That's not even a month.
All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Liza P.
Ooh, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for this. Now,
all right, Jeff, you got me interested. Liza P.
Now, Nick, I may
born with Pinocchio.
Now, I may be
bad, but
no, I like it because it's steampunk. Now, Nick, I may be hesitant on it because I'm having such a hard time with Elden Ring, so I may be hesitant to get this game.
Elias, that's a skill issue.
Well, yeah,
Oof.
Okay. But if this, now, Nick, I don't know if this game is going to be as hard as Elden Ring or as fun as Jedi Survivor. Or like the Jedi games.
Better yet, play Bloodborne.
Here's the thing. I think Jedi Survivor, and Nick can probably agree, that's probably like my level of difficulty. I don't think Elden Ring I was supposed to play that.
I was not convinced that Bloodborne was like one of the best games of all time until I played it. I'm like, it looked really good, but I'm like, I had not been convinced until I played it. And even though I knew spoilers of the game and knew what to do and like where to go and even like how to beat some things, I enjoyed it thoroughly. And even though sometimes it was frustrating and I almost quit Bloodborne, I realized, oh wait, I have to get good. I have to realize, right, you can either play this the hard way or you can play it the easy way by getting good. And I got good, and it was so enjoyable.
But that's a circular argument because it's hard work to get good.
Not really. You just learn.
Okay.
You just use resources, and you know you can ask other people for help because they want to get Bloodborne fans want to get other people to be Bloodborne fans. So certain bosses are actually normal enemies in disguise, but they hide it really well in boss fights.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
September 19th. Okay. Well, what do you think, Nick? Do you think it's? Do you think?
Oh, I need to play the demo.
Oh, you can play it now? Oh,
yeah.
I might play it tonight. I might play it tonight, Nick. Should I play it?
Check it out and prepare for the
If you
release
want.
on September 19th.
Nick, I play the demo. It's like, nope. I ain't getting this game.
Visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated
Classic
anime
manga.
artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest.
Who?
And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5.
Wait, is this a new Dragon Quest? 'Cause that's what I'm thinking.
That's not a manga.
Yeah, it is.
That's a video game series.
No, they made a manga though. The Adventures of Dai.
But it's based off of the game.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying Akira Toriyama also did Dragon Quest, like as well as Dragon Ball Z. It is Dragon Quest. See, I told you.
All right, hold on. Wait, they're making really okay.
That's Akira. Okay, even if it's not. Yeah, see,
It's
Akira.
Dragon Quest design.
I told. Well, that's because Akira Toriyama did both designs.
Cool. Okay. All right. You know what? I didn't. Oh, okay. So give them good voice acting, and I will be sold because Dragon Quest 11 was pretty neat, and then the voice acting was. Some of it's good, but like, I enjoyed some of the voice acting, but like, oh my goodness, some of those voice actors. Oh boy, they tried, but oh my gosh, it doesn't work. It did not work.
This reminds me of like a Mad Max type thing.
And it's Unreal Engine 5. Look, Super Saiyan.
Sandland. Oh.
Dragon Quest Alliance.
Okay. That's that new manga he's working on. I haven't seen anything about the new manga, but he had a new manga called Sandland. So that's what that is. That's his new series. Okay. Hey, look. Look, Nick. That was my mistake. I thought that was Dragon Quest.
I mean, it looks similar to Dragon Quest, but
you don't need to be human to
it's
save
fine.
humanity.
Yeah, close enough.
That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see
And the
more
fun,
soon.
and I'm like, that was weird because I'm like, Dragon Quest was not. I highly doubt Dragon Quest was made by because Dragon Quest is Square Enix.
After the live show,
yeah, it is.
That's Bandai Namco, and one.
No, but I'm saying
Jump is owned by Bandai Namco.
I'm not saying he made it, but I'm saying he did the designs for Dragon Quest because he also did.
And then Square Enix happened. And they just gave it by voice acting. And Square Enix tried to make it Forspoken and got Forspoken out of the reviews.
Hey Nick, you remember that game?
Kitty,
oh wait,
game.
They just showed Stray for a second.
Oh no!
Kitty cat.
I liked Stray.
I did too.
I haven't played. I need to play it. It's free on PlayStation Plus, but I haven't finished Returnal yet.
My ex-girlfriend played it, Nick.
Oh, interesting.
Well, you remember Casey, Evan?
I do. Yeah, how could I forget? She was sitting there right next to me as we watched you play Dead or Alive.
Good times.
I wonder if she broke up with it. I'm just kidding.
Those losing animations were something, weren't they?
Yep.
All right, next we're stepping
Akira does some. He's like, oh no, I lost. Oh no. He gets on his knees and just squats in two different directions so you can see his pelvis.
Massive scale.
I'm like, bro.
And the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and
I play
air.
the male characters and they still want me to get my eyes glued. Bro, Dead or Alive is something else.
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world.
Wow.
This shards scattered across the world, mate.
An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments.
Ancient evil. Look how evil they are.
Anything in their path.
Oh, what?
Must find them.
Whoop.
Harness their power. And put down this threat once and for all.
Yoink.
Oh wow.
That's Call of Duty right there. Look, Elias, you can swim. Oh wait, no, never mind.
You can just turn into a bird.
Look, Elias, there's a fishing pier. There's a fishing game. Fishing games can't be bad.
Well,
Like,
we haven't seen them. We haven't
games
seen
are
them
good.
fish yet. Is this an MMO?
You know, hold on. Wait a minute. Or roguelike, because that's Soulsborne is a type of roguelike. Whee! The birdie. Claim the throne. Look, that was the throne right there, but it's a shield now.
He just picks it up. He just throws.
Okay.
He just throws the throne.
Throne and Liberty. Okay. I was going to say you could think of a cooler name. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
No. I was like he just picks up the throne and throws it.
What happened? Why's the screen? Oh, okay. There we
go.
There's Jeff. The screen was black for a little bit.
Well, no. It must have glitched out.
Okay.
Here's a new look.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say no. This isn't 17 or no 16 rather. This isn't Final Fantasy 16.
No. I know what that game looks like.
Right. So I don't know if review.
Oh wait,
it's not out yet.
Is this a multiplayer game?
Because I was getting ready to say, I'm like, how is Final Fantasy 16? Because it's not out yet.
It comes out on the 22nd. I'm hyped for it, but I don't have. I don't.
If that's the game's good, Square Enix is going to be sweating.
Well, they're supposed to have Final Fantasy Rebirth coming out too, the 7 remake.
If Final Fantasy's not good, because Square Enix has not been making good games, unless they have Final Fantasy and the rest of them are just back. Except Guardians of the Galaxy. I heard that was good, but it just underperformed because people couldn't trust them after a match.
Yeah. No, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's because they made. Well, it's because they made it a linear game and they could focus on it instead of like open loot shooter.
Which one you said?
Guardians of the Galaxy, because they made it
right.
They made it linear,
driven instead of you can go and grind online for 12 hours.
Hey, this is not...
Yeah.
With buggy mess. Oh my! All right, I'm mad.
Oh wait,
I'm mad. I'm very mad.
Is this
I'm very mad. You know what, Elias? You can brag all you want about this game because this is an Xbox exclusive. I mean, it's on Steam, or it's not an Xbox exclusive. It's a Steam game.
Party Animals. Oh, I've heard of this.
I absolutely love this idea because it is like a precursor to, or it is like a successor to Game Beasts. Except it's fun. You've got like weapons and like they're all like animal costumes and it's so goofy.
I like Game Beasts.
And with it, a lot of
cool stuff will make its way to you can brag because I can't get that on PlayStation. If that was available on PlayStation, I'd be buying it day one.
Dying Light.
Dying Light, yes. Dying Light 2 was kind of a mess. I mean, story-wise, it was fine. Gameplay was.
Very soon.
I heard they fixed it, but like, oh boy, those glitches were. Oh, okay, that's it. All right. I'm gonna be honest. I hope this game's good. I please.
Oh, the video just missed.
Yeah, there we go. I hope this game's good. I know there's seasons and like Activision's trying to monetize the hell out of this, and I'm like, just please be good. Please be a good game. This seems so much fun. But people, they played the beta, or the alpha, the beta test, and they were worried. They were like, "Okay, this game needs some improvements," and I'm worried that the game is just going to release and it's going to be dead on arrival. Like, I want to play Crash Rumble.
No console will cry it.
I may have been a Nintendo fan, but I was a Crash fan, so. Oh, that game's good. Have you played Sci-Fi Rush? Or Hi-Fi Rush, rather?
No, that's a game me and Moses. That was the game me and Moses were gonna play.
Play it. If
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild or if Tears of the Kingdom was not released this year, I would say my vote for Game of the Year is Hi-Fi Rush. Haven't even played it, but I've watched playthroughs. It looks and sounds.
So far, my game of the year, I think, would be Jedi Survivor so far.
Yes.
Even though I haven't played it, I'm so hyped for that. I'm still hyped for that game.
Oh, it's so good.
Which one?
It's
Jedi
so-
Survivor? You said?
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I heard that like some consoles had performance issues, but if you didn't have performance issues, I heard it was amazing.
I've not had any performance. I think I had like one
Well, that's good, that's
performance
good.
issue
I've
at
heard
the
some people
very
had
beginning of the
pretty
game.
bad- I heard people had like pretty bad.
Oh no, no,
That was
Alan Wake at the game.
I did
Alan Wake 2
too,
at the Game
but-
Awards. You said 2020.
Yeah, I mean, Jedi Survivor was, or Fallen
And we
Order
are
was
so
really
excited
good.
about this.
I heard.
I know it's been a long
So then,
time coming.
what was
Yes.
the
fans
second
and
game
for
called?
13 years.
Survivor.
Survivor. Okay. Yeah, Jedi
Tell us a bit about
Fallen
what
Order,
we
and Jedi
expect in the sequel.
Survivor. Okay.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Okay.
That was
the,
really cool.
It's the it's not just the gameplay. It's the storyline. Is just
Bearded
chef's
Cal-
kiss.
Bearded Cal. And Elias, oh wait,
You
probably
can have
don't
a
want
bearded,
spoilers.
mulleted cow.
Separate terrifying journeys through
Elias, you probably
two
don't want
different
spoilers.
worlds,
Have you played the
and
game?
yet
No, no
it's
spoilers,
all
please.
connected.
Okay.
No,
gotcha.
no
Bearded
spoilers.
Cow. That's on the box art. So.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler.
No, I know. I know you can like change the.
And as you mentioned before, they were doing mocap off of the real voice actor or the real actor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did that for the first game.
Right, but they did it again, and it's cool.
And apparently, Mark Hamill was actually on set
Mhm.
Yes,
while
we
while
have a
they were
Right,
doing
right.
it.
title
Yeah.
character, of course, trying to escape from the
Oh my gosh,
third
have you all
dimension.
I think about Mark
And then we
Hamill,
have
and he will never do the
Saga,
Joker
our
again
new
because
hero,
Kevin Conroy passed away,
FBI agent,
and he said in an
coming to
interview,
the Pacific
Kevin
Northwest
Conroy
small
was
town of
his
Bright
Batman.
Falls,
He will never do
together with her
Joker with another Batman.
partner,
Well, I mean,
Alex
that's
Casey.
fine. I'm fine with that.
That's fine. I totally respect that because Kevin Conroy was the best Batman, and Mark Hamill
They are
was
coming
the
to
best Joker.
investigate
So
a
it's really
series of
cool.
ritualistic
I like that
murders.
dynamic. But another thing is,
And
Suicide
very
Squad
quickly,
killed the Justice
the
League.
investigation
So you heard about that game,
turns
right?
into a nightmare
Uh,
when they
That's the
discover
last time they
Whatever,
got Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy's last performance. So the
maybe
testers
written by
of the
a
game
certain
played it,
missing
and they
writer,
said it was
by
amongst the
officials,
worst
AEW,
games they've ever played.
and
The
this
testers,
horror
the
story
game
starts to
testers.
come true.
So the company made a public
So obviously it's,
apology because of the
Alan's
game
still gonna
testers,
be
and they
playable in the
they
game,
pretty
and
much like
experience his
started from
journey,
scratch.
but,
So
Well,
it was going to
that-
be very delayed.
But that's why they
Tell us a
delayed
bit
it.
about- you said
The
split
gameplay
50-50.
like was
Do they have
horrible. They said.
separate missions?
All right, now in terms of what's happening on screen, Alan Wake. So I never played Alan Wake 1, but I found out that Alan Wake is in the same universe as Control. Remember when I was streaming Control, Nick?
Yes.
What's an Alan Wake?
What?
What's an Alan Wake?
No, so Alan Wake is like a mystery horror type game, like paranormal activity mystery detective thing. And so I played a game called Control, where it was about a company that investigates that stuff. But she got like these like Jedi powers and stuff, like where she can like force objects and stuff. And I love that game. But I didn't know it was in the same universe as Alan Wake because they had a DLC that Alan Wake was in after, you know. So this game, Nick, is supposed to take place after Control.
I got
The
you.
investigation goes on, and you are free to.
Because
switch between them.
Jesse
There are
Fadden
more
was pretty
connection
sick
points,
in that Control game,
in many
and not because she's a girl,
ways,
Nick.
But there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting.
I might play Alan
narratives
Wake
in
1
unique
and
ways.
2.
I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially. So we can't wait to see how these.
Even though it's a horror game, Nick.
intertwine, I'm sure.
Because Alan Wake's more of a
Today,
horror game
though,
than Control
I know you
was.
brought with you
Or at least I
some
didn't think Control was
gameplay
that
of
scary.
Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the
I've
first
never.
time ever.
I mean,
This
it's
is
probably if it's for
early on
Xbox, it's fine.
From the experience.
Oh my god, why is this?
Oh.
See, it's not me. Look, the video's still playing. It's the problem with their stream.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, it's still playing. Here, I'm skipping ahead. Oh, here you go. Oh, yeah. Go back. See, I don't know. See, that was the problem with the stream. Oh my god. I actually jumped there.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't play a horror game, Elias.
But the thing is, well, here's the thing: if it plays like, if this
maps in VR chat,
listen, I liked Control. Okay, if this plays like Control, I might consider it, or at least the lore of it. I know it doesn't play like Control because she doesn't have like powers or anything, but. Well, Nick, would you watch me play this? I don't know. This feels scarier than Resident Evil games.
On the heart is clearer now. Legible. I knew it would be here, like I saw it in a dream.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
Oh, it comes out October. Spooky season.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Oh, Haunting and them were talking about this, Nick.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
Wait, I think I've heard of this.
It's Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer, right. I was like, this looks familiar. I've seen this before. This interesting. This looks interesting.
My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this abomination! Come forth and be slaughtered!
Open the gates.
Of the 3 players.
Ooh. Is it crossplay?
I do not know.
Because, Nick, do you have an Xbox?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to play if they don't make it crossplay. That's what it. Oh, wait. Do y'all have an Xbox? Both y'all have an Xbox Series X?
I have
a Series S.
I have a Series X,
Also
but if it's on PC, it might be crossplay. Because sometimes they crossplay with PC. Hey, Evan, a Pixel game. Hey, it looks good though. It looks good. It's like mixed with 3D assets, though.
My potatoes! Where's your face?
Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. That looks interesting.
Beautiful indie game, Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber.
Oh, Evan, did you hear that? It was an indie game.
And yes,
Oh my god,
I think-
what are they doing here? Jeff, get them out. Kick them out, Jeff.
Kick them out.
A lot of fun. Check this out.
I hate it. Don't make me beat my headset again.
And he just like starts
I
like
will break my desk again like you've heard me do twice now.
just friggin' like hulks out of his shirt. Just ah.
No, wait, Nick, he goes.
I'm not
He just like flips out.
We're like Evan.
What?
And you just hear like traffic. As he just like flies across the highway. Exactly. Yeah.
That's me, right there. That guy right there. That's me. Oh, he's dead now. Oops.
You give love.
Oh my god. What the?
Name.
What did I just?
Bow, bow, down, down, down,
Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Is this another Left 4 Dead remake or clone? Oh god.
I don't know.
Oh no. After Back 4 Blood, I'm just enough. I've had enough. Just play Left 4 Dead 2. Head coach in that game.
But this one looks like you can drive. Like, it looks like you're mostly in, like, a vehicle. That's actually kind of cool, though. It's like each person has a window, Nick.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be cool if you're, like, the driver and, like, everyone else is shooting. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Elias already is not allowed to drive.
No, I want to shoot.
Yeah, put him in the. Yeah.
Wait, why can't I drive?
You know this rule, Nick. We don't put him behind the wheel.
Saber with Toxic Commando, that looks.
Oh, I'm the one who made this rule. Who made said rule?
All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's
Oh, here it is, Nick. This is that Dungeons & Dragons game.
A new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
And Nick, when I say actually like Dungeons & Dragons game, it's like actually in the Dungeons & Dragons universe.
No, yeah.
From enemies within and without.
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. God
Oh, wow.
have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash from the hand of its master.
Where's he from, though?
But it cannot be.
He sounds familiar, but I can't.
Can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a
What else has he done? 'Cause they said he's a familiar voice.
Hold with me. Let us fill the sea with the flames of fear.
Shall we be allies?
Patchy the
That's what
Pirate.
that made me think of. Yes. No. No. Flying Dutchman.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. For some reason, I got Flying Dutchman and Patchy the Pirate confused. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Was it voiced by Tom Kinney? Is it Tom Kinney both characters? Or is he just Patchy?
Is on track, Sven tells me.
Let me
so,
see.
for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Exclusively to PlayStation 5.
Spider-Man.
No,
Hyped
Brian.
for is Brian Intihar, game director
Brian Dole
at
Murray.
Insomniac. Brian, thanks for
Oh.
coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, looks like we have some fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
Okay.
is, this is it. Here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason.
Dude, that Spider-Man suit is probably my favorite ever.
I'm really excited about it.
Like the
Black one?
like no the with the white suit or like the white spider. I mean,
What?
Oh yeah.
like you know he has like the white spider logo. Like I love that costume.
Miles, you mean?
No,
oh,
Peter.
Wait.
Peter.
You mean? Oh, you mean Peter? Okay. Hey, you know, Insomniac knows what they're doing. All they need to do is release Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, and then they release banger after banger after banger.
Powered by magic or tech.
Why? Because Crack in Time, they made that game within 7 months.
For his greatest hunt. And what's better
That's
than
horrible for game design, because like you're going to die from exhaustion. But then they stopped. They slowed things down. Insomniac, I really like them because they do not like crunch time at all. They are against crunch time.
Ooh, Venom.
So they get it done.
There's
way
Venom,
ahead of
bro.
That's why Ratchet and Clank remake was in 2016, and then the newest game came out 5 years later.
Ooh.
Because they take their time.
Not Eddie Brock? That's not Eddie Brock?
It's not Eddie Brock. Nope. Could be Harry.
Could be. Yeah. Actually, Harry was Venom at one point.
Yeah. All those things you love
could
about the
be
game
Harry.
will be there, but how the story plays out, who is Venom, you have to play the game to see how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There's a bit of a tease. Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how, the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter talks. So it's not just what happens in gameplay, it's what happens, how the story plays out.
Interesting. So how it affects him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know that the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of.
Yeah, I mean the city is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023, and I think. We're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're gonna tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Let's take a look.
They're very confident.
I bet after that first one.
Yeah. I never played it, but I heard it was really good.
Oh, that's the actual release date.
Yeah.
October 20th.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for
Lamau.
Wait, a PS5 exclusive?
Yep.
That would never happen. They're so. No, I'm saying, isn't PlayStation really against exclusives?
Oh no, they are not.
I think Nick's joking.
What planet are you living on?
No, Evan. I'm Evan.
Yeah,
Evan.
Nick's
I'm
joking.
hinting about how PlayStation's trying to block the
Call of Duty.
the buy of
Call of Duty.
Blizzard by
Activi-
Microsoft.
Yeah, they mauled it about that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm hinting at.
That's why they're mad about it.
Is that an Eevee? What?
They would
I
have
mean,
Wait a minute.
They should be mad about it.
Is this like?
They would have made.
Is this bootleg Pokemon?
Oh yes. Oh right. No, this and
And they have
my
guns.
gosh, they changed the name. Yes, Power World. Yep. I remember this. My brother told me all about this game. Yeah, it's Pokemon, but it has guns. Yes.
It's like that little cute
This is
sheep.
your first time seeing this?
I have not seen this conference.
Yeah. See these like cute like Pokemon.
But they're shooting. Nick, that little cute sheep. They was shooting the machine gun.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, they got the Blicky.
They got the Blicks. Oh yeah, they got all of them.
No, but it's like weirdly how close of Pokemon they look.
Yep.
Like
That's
they look,
the point.
they look
That's the point.
almost exactly like Pokemon.
That's the point.
They just
It's
like
pretty
changed.
much
They
not
they
Pokemon.
they just like changed the colors a little bit. Oh my gosh! I remember I used to play Black Desert all the time, Nick. I don't know if you remember.
No, I did not.
This might have been before you were like active in the group, but we used to play.
I think it was.
We used to play Black Desert when it came to Xbox, but I think we just stopped playing it. I mean, and it wasn't that it was bad. It was just like it was just a lot to do because it's an MMO, like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a sorcerer. I had a sorcerer chick that was like broken, or at least I thought it was broken, because I had like a death scythe. Wow, it looks like they're going more Japanese style on this one. That's pretty good. Well, usually it's like medieval,
Our
but
story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
wait, is this another Lord of the Rings game?
We told it ourselves. With hammer and axe,
He just said hobbits.
and scout. Across Middle Earth,
Yeah, this is Lord of the Rings.
yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
That looks kind of fun though. You can actually like you can build like a little civilization underground. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah, Elias, you gonna buy Power
Maybe not. Maybe it feels like
Maybe
free.
not.
I don't know. That's
It
I don't
looks
know.
good. I don't know. It's hey, you know what? I saw those. Well, again, it's on PS5. It's not running on a toaster, but hey, it's something that's not made by Game Freak. So I'm kind of based.
Hmm.
After Scarlet and Violet, I'm based. It made some Pokemon.
I don't know.
Really
I mean,
Paradox
it's
Month.
it looks like a cool concept, but I'm not really wanting my Pokemon to use guns necessarily. You know, I mean, as funny as it
You
is,
don't have to. You don't. I mean, you don't have. I'm sure you don't have to. You can make them use
Oh.
like and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You can stop people from making them use guns. You can beat up the bad guys instead of beating up Team Rocket. You can kill them all.
Oh, they actually kill too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. Murder. It's cool, isn't it?
It's Final Fantasy, Nick. Final Fantasy 7.
There's Sephiroth.
Genesis.
Yep. There he is. We still don't. We don't.
Oh my God! This is finally coming out.
This is for the phone, isn't it?
Well, this is supposed to be a remake of the original game, but it's like wait, huh? Oh, they have different costumes. Okay, so it's supposed to be a remake of the original game, but it's like the remake assets, like models, but it's like the chibi version of the original game. Like they basically went beyond the remake. Wait, who are these people? Are these original characters? These are
from previous.
These are original characters, I think. I've not seen, at least I haven't seen them before.
Interesting.
Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh
That's-
yeah, wow, man.
That's not
Yeah, this
that,
was getting a
that's not
getting a
that
big cheer right there.
that wasn't remake part 2 yet, but you know.
We don't have that yet.
Now, speaking of Final Fantasy.
Uh-oh.
Today during Summer Game Fest.
Do you hear that scream, Nick?
You can get a free burrito when you order
No,
from
I sure heard it.
Game Fest. Plus, get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game.
Wait!
We got you. All right.
I'm about to order some of that.
We debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of New
I know why.
No, but remember G4, they said those Final Fantasy fans. Even back then, Nick.
Even back then.
We saw G4 with that unit costume, so I don't know if I could trust G4.
No, I'm saying, they were making fun of Final Fantasy fans, and so like
They were
they're
making fun
still
of Dragon Ball fans, and it was so funny because they were crying. Dragon Ball fans are crying. It was so funny to see their tears. Ooh.
We bring closure to those who don't.
Rawr.
What is this game? Oh wait, you can transform into each other? It's like a co-op. Yeah, it's girlfriend or wife.
See, Elias, here's what I'll do. I'll like
Girlfriend,
win the
girlfriend?
fight. I'll almost die, and then I'll switch into you.
I mean, that's what it looks like. Evan, you'll be like, I don't want to die. You'll switch to me, and I get stabbed. It's like, oh, thanks.
Lamau, you're on your own. My bad. I misinput. Misinput. Calm down.
Do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
That's kind of cool. It's like, that's a game they should make for couples, Nick. Kind of like It Takes Two. Is this Yakuza? Is it another Yakuza game? It is.
Yeah, you know they.
Yeah,
they
but
love
Nick,
to make them.
is Nick there? Oh. I was saying you should play that one game with Hannah.
She's not much of a gamer.
Kazuma Ryu or Kazuma Kiryu?
In this trailer, they need to have him go, Omae Momo. Wait, sorry.
Omoe wa
They need to have him
shinde
go-
iru. Is that what you're talking about, Nick?
Yeah, that.
Omoe wa shinde iru.
Heihachi Mishima.
I don't know why I felt like saying it. I don't know why I felt like saying that. Heihachi Mishima.
All good.
Dude, I'm surprised they haven't put any Yakuza characters as a guest character in Tekken.
I am surprised too. Like, and
That's what
because
you want them to do, Elias. That's
because
too obvious.
because their fighting style is very similar in the Yakuza games.
Oh
and,
my gosh!
And me,
that's. Is it Yakuza? I believe.
No,
8?
it's like a Dragon Gaiden.
What the frick? That's not Kiryu.
No, okay, so like a dragon.
That's not Kiryu.
No, like a dragon is a continuation, but that's the original protagonist.
Yeah, that's Kiryu.
Yeah,
that's Kiryu. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's called Like a Dragon Gaiden because it's supposed to
The
be.
thing about Yakuza games are really special and have really good music, but you really have to feel like playing it.
Wait,
that's my main problem with.
Wait, why are you mad? It's called Like a Dragon Gaiden.
I'm not necessarily mad. It's just that it was like because Yakuza was the original, or like no, Like a Dragon was the original name. It's just Yakuza is when it got translated. It's just it's known for being called Yakuza. I just thought it was because it was Kiryu, and there's another series called Like a Dragon. I thought that was a sub-series, but no, I think they just changed the name from Yakuza to Like a Dragon because Yakuza using the name Yakuza is, I mean, it's kind of like outdated.
Well, no, the Like a Dragon is supposed to be more turn-based than just like open combat.
Right.
So I think it plays like.
I thought it was like going to be Yakuza, or I think Judgment has picked up that mantle, like the free flow combat. But again, you have to really feel like playing Yakuza games because they're really special, and I highly recommend. But I played through Judgment and I could not finish it. But like, if you really want to just know everything about the story and like the special characters, just look up like all cutscenes. Because a lot of it, it's not just full cutscenes. It's like text to. It's just them talking.
Wait, a new Call of Duty game's coming this fall?
You have to well, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's another year, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought they were doing 2 years at a time.
No, bro, this is Activision we're talking about. They need money. They are going downhill very fast. They need money. That's
Oh
why
wait, I
they're
might be thinking of
doing this.
Warzone because Warzone was
But Call of Duty
because
makes money,
Warzone was
that's
like
why
what
they're-
3 different games or was it 2 games that it spanned?
3 pushing on 3, I think.
I'm not talking about Warzone 2. I'm talking about like the first Warzone. Was that 3? That was,
yeah.
That was Cold War, Vanguard, and what was the other one?
I'm not sure.
Oh, but I didn't even know they.
I remember.
I didn't even know they were making a new Call of Duty. I thought they were making the new season. I thought, like when I saw a trailer for it, I thought it was a new season for Modern Warfare 2.
Remember what Nick said, and remember what I elaborate on. Another year, another Call of Duty.
Yeah, but why would they advertise?
Famous for
But why would they advertise another season if another Call of Duty's about to come out?
Because they need money.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They love to monetize.
Well, because
their
I
game
feel like
into
they could
oblivion.
carry seasons over into a new game.
That's true.
However that works.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
And
how
the games are
if they
so
do
similar.
that.
Exactly, the games are so similar. They can just port the season.
well, they can do that with Warzone, but not the multiplayer of like Modern Warfare 2.
Next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche, the iconic German automaker.
Dude,
75 years old.
They didn't last that long, did they?
Contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced.
They're only on season 4.
At a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75.
I mean,
Well, I remember because the last one I played was Cold War, right? And I swear there was like 8 seasons before they went to the next game. I thought,
that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 hours.
unless the seasons are just longer.
I mean, I'd say they're pretty long, but I don't know, but
Maybe that's why I thought they weren't gonna make a new game anytime soon because they were only on season 4, I guess. But maybe they're thinking it's time to move on or something.
they need to. Because they can't stay on the same game. This is Activision. That's why
that's a cool design.
Crash Team Rumble is gonna be it's gonna be monetized or seasons in Crash Team Rumble, which I'm worried about. But
That's kind of a cool Xbox though.
that is a cool. that is a pretty cool
You
Xbox.
can enter for a chance to win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your hands on these special consoles. All right, next. Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like
Hey Nick, another farm game. Look, when I do my farm club at my job, I gotta include it, Nick.
Wait, was Nick the one who hated farm games?
No.
It's already telling Nick that instead of me. I'm the one you have to say, look, Evan, there's
Well, no, but I'm saying Nick knows about my farm game adventures or ventures with my job.
At least it's not pixelated. That's okay with me.
I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's something more.
Harvest Moon, and there was another game that Harvest Moon was.
This is definitely giving me Harvest Moon vibes.
Story of Seasons of something. Or,
No, you're right. Story of Seasons. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. Story of Seasons. They're very similar games. And the reason why one does better than the other, it's back and forth because I think they're owned by 2 separate companies, and they're very, very, very similar.
Well, according to Colby, Nick, isn't Rune Factory and Harvest Moon in the same series?
They're very similar. Yeah, there's a Rune Factory.
I can't remember if that was something he said or
No,
I
he
honestly don't know.
I think he said that because that's what he was talking about in the podcast.
Rune Factory is more RPG focused, or has more RPG elements. But
Marvel Snap!
I haven't played this game in a while, but when I did, it was a lot of fun. The reason why I stopped playing this game is because they need more like stupid game modes. They need more fun things to do instead of just playing all rounds.
Oh my God, this energy!
And I can't get the cards I want. I have to grind through old sets.
Dude,
That's the point.
I play every day.
Biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to
get a super competitive experience.
Like, I don't want freaking Leech. I don't. Who uses Leech? Like, you know the Leech card.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Who uses Leech? I want Thanos. Why do I have to grind through the second and third set for a card for cards I don't even use? I just want to use Thanos. I'm like,
So that you can keep pulling for cards.
well, I know, but like,
Yeah.
have
Well,
to
well,
grind,
well.
like several levels to get there.
Yeah, because Nick, because you can't buy packs and like pull cards. You have to level up and get cards. That's the only way.
Well, that's so you don't spend money.
Yeah,
Sometimes
because
sometimes-
there's no microtransactions unless you want to get like cosmetics for your card or something.
Right. You don't have to spend anything, which I do definitely appreciate. But another thing is like you can buy cards in the shop, and I'm like, I would buy Thanos.
Okay.
I could,
I don't
I
have
can't.
an ideal hand of cards
Oh.
here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns.
What are you doing here?
Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work.
Wait, they're making an actual card game of Snap.
I don't know. That'd be. It looks like it's paper cutouts. But if they make
Okay.
if they make an actual, I mean, it would just be like Smash Up the game. It would just be like that.
I mean, still,
Okay, well, I mean, 25%
I'm down.
isn't that bad.
Snap's good.
Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Bar. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No, you're just being
I just
Look, I enjoy Marvel Snap, and like I said, it's a nice, quick game, and
I
I can
enjoy Marvel
and
Snap.
I
What do
can
you mean?
I can do it while I'm in the line. I can do it when I'm at work having downtime. I can do it when I'm just like standing in front of a camera recording lectures. Nick, Marvel Snap is pretty good. Well, it's because other games I have on my phone take too long.
Elias, are you an actual professor?
No, we have to record.
He's
yeah.
recording other professors' lectures.
Oh, I get you. And it's way better than Clash Royale because Clash Royale, the devs love to make their game an unbalanced piece of garbage.
But the reason I'm enjoying it right now, Evan, is because they're doing the Spider-Verse season.
I mean, figures.
Sacrificed everything to save your kind.
And apparently they had to nerf Spider-Man because he was too broken in this new meta. So they made him they changed him to from a 4 cost to a 5 cost card.
Yeah, because I remember that.
Well, because
I've been told that.
Yeah, because
my brother plays my brother's more advanced in Snap than I am because he's played like way longer than I have, and he's like, yeah, this is broken.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gotten to like stuff where there's like duplication and like Wong, like cheese and stuff, and death cheese.
Oh yeah, no Wong. Nick saw me. I put that in the group chat. I said F this guy because Wong is stupid. But also, but apparently, which I haven't personally seen people do this, but apparently people were doing the Professor X Spider-Man combo, and it was like game breaking almost, or like it was like unfair. Because remember, Spider-Man blocks the zone, and Professor X also blocks the zone. So people would just block 2 different zones. And because Spider-Man was level or was cost 4 and Professor X cost 5, people could play them back to back.
Right, that's very. Again, that's why they nerfed them. That is exactly why they nerfed Spider-Man.
So now they made him cost 5, so you have to choose between Spider-Man or Professor X.
Which is good. You know, that's good balance. Again, that's why I much appreciate Snap, because not only is it not pay to win, there's broken stuff, but unlike Clash Royale, where they're just gonna release another broken card, or like instead of nerfing something, or either they nerf something into the ground or make something completely broken.
Hey Nick, maybe we should play around with this Unity creator for Fortnite.
Oh yeah, and hey, well, I have Fortnite. Hello.
I know you have Fortnite. Maybe we can play this new season that just came out, right, Nick?
Yeah,
hey, trios are back.
Wait, trios were gone?
No, trios are back. Oh,
no,
Well,
yeah,
you
they
saying
were gone.
trios were gone?
I didn't know they were
They were
gone.
gone. They were gone. They're back now.
Project under construction.
Stellaris Nexus. Dude, my dad wanted to play this game, but I don't think he started yet. Stellaris is basically like a planetary like colonization simulator game, Nick. This is not Stellaris. What is this? Space trash scavenger. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought this was like also Stellaris. I was like, what?
43152.4.
Oh, there you go, Nick. Star Trek. Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
And the crew is standing by.
Nick, you also like Star Trek? Which one's better, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Oh, 1,000,000% Star Wars.
No, and then here's the thing. I'm not gonna diss Star Trek because I know like everyone has their fan base. I think the reason people like Star Trek is because it's more realistic in terms of like Earth and stuff.
I mean, even then we got like.
Oh, well, I feel like Star Trek is more just in the future.
Yeah.
When
Star
Star
Wars-
Wars is a whole other universe.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, we have no.
right.
Yeah.
They do make that. They do make that clear.
It's Will Arnett here. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is...
Oh, I heard about this. The Twisted
Hold
Metal
on.
show.
Very excited to share a
Oh wait, oh okay. I thought it was the actual game series of Twisted Metal.
Well, no, it's based on the game series.
Check it out.
Ooh, interesting.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, there he is.
Swung a little wide there. Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me?
Sweet tooth.
I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight.
That wasn't funny, Sweet Tooth, but okay.
I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass.
It looks very accurate to Sweet Tooth though.
Yeah.
Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
How about a little kill music? She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Let me see that thong.
Like it when the beat go? Baby, let your booty go. Girl, you want to show? The thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
You said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
There's a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
What?
Interesting.
Hey, but Nick, nothing brings people together like music, all right?
That's true.
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself?
Except if you're Ed Sheeran.
This
I'm
new
sorry.
hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the Time Shift Warrior, coming later this year to PC.
But yeah, no. I was joking with my boss Nick because they recently broke up with their they got broke. Her and her boyfriend broke up, and she was dissing him, and like all of us were like hating on him and stuff. But then she said that he likes anime, and I was like, oh wait. Well, no, like because we were like we were joking that we were gonna go beat him up and stuff, and we were like, and I was like, ow, I can't join you guys. I was like, what? Like he likes anime. I'm spiritually obligated to not harm fellow anime fans.
Of course, Elias.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying I feel like that's similar with music. If they have like the same music taste as you, it's like I feel like I can't hurt them. It will feel wrong, Nick.
And crush these demons. Onwards. I can feel that there are
And then, can you imagine if I was like in the army and they told me to snipe somebody, and it's like okay, and then like they're in their like room watching like Naruto or something, and it's like sir, I can't take the shot. It's like why? They're watching Naruto go through the Kunin. They're watching Naruto go through the Kunin exam.
I'm theoretically watching Naruto with him, so it's like a bond that I can't break that.
He loves that episode, so he's not gonna shoot him.
Well, no, it's like Naruto is my first anime. I can't shoot somebody watching Naruto. Naruto would be disappointed.
I'm theoretically contractually obligated.
No, it's spiritually obligated.
I mean, this is a what if, but if I saw someone watching my first anime, I'd take it. I'd say I'm gonna save you.
Be like, yo, man, this dude's got some, and then he turns it to like some trash anime, like I don't know, like girlfriend, and you're like, oh.
No, but see, here's the thing. No, even if it's anime, look, even if it's anime I've never seen, I can't shoot a fellow anime fan.
Actually, Elias,
everyone has their own journey.
Actually, Elias, I'm really surprised you're not a big gun fan since it has something to do with cocks.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Oh, ha ha. Oh my. Actually, wait. No. It has to do with. No. Here's the thing, Nick. It has something to do with cocks. So that's kind of the opposite. That's not what Elias did to.
Lots of amazing actors in this incredible,
wait, what?
Really high production value game.
We're talking about two different things.
We don't have to wait long for it.
The joke's over.
Elias likes penis.
You know it. It gets awkward whenever he says "wait, what?" after I just say like a joke that he's supposed to understand.
It sounded like you guys said the same joke. You guys said the same joke, but I think you guys missed what each other said.
No, I said he said Elias is into cock, and I said no, that's not what Elias is looking for.
We're battling on top.
Oh, no.
I said no.
He secretly is.
See, secretly. Oh, okay. All right. I haven't heard that part.
Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
I'm playing a little bit of Tekken.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
Oh, I've heard of this game. It's like you're like a mage, but it plays like a shooter.
Oh, interesting.
Like you don't use guns, you're like shooting magic, but it's like you can shoot the magic like it's bullets out of your hand.
North by northeast, 5 knots. We'll catch him. So.
I don't know about this game.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy this like day one or anything, but it is interesting. It is an interesting concept though.
I don't know if this one's for me. Maybe it was like, well, no, if it were, I don't know about this. Like, maybe, I was going to say, maybe if it's like third person, I'd be into it, but then at the same time, no, there's several games that do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying because
several games that do exactly what this game is doing. That's why I'm like, I don't know if it's for me.
I think I would rather it be in first person than third.
Right, but there's several games that do that anyway. Because like third person, that's just Final Fantasy. First person, that's just like Dynamite.
Well, no, but I like first person games. I like first person games that shoot magic like this because it reminds me of Dishonored and stuff, or like how I built my character in Skyrim was like shooting magic.
Interesting. Pew pew pew.
It looks like you can combine different magic and it makes like different effects, which is kind of cool. Cause he combined 2 different spells. It looks like in his HUD.
Neat. That's pretty unique.
You know what this actually kind of reminds me of? It looks like he plays like an Overwatch character. Doesn't he, Nick?
I mean, I haven't done much with Overwatch, but yeah.
Kinda, yeah. I know what you're talking about because I've watched Overwatch.
I want to be an immortal gamer.
But no, I absolutely do not play Overwatch.
You're what's called a triarch. The
I'd love to keep my vocal cords, thank you very much. I need that for acting. I would not like to play Overwatch screaming at my teammates.
Dude, I was screaming at it earlier.
I do that at Fortnite anyway.
Nick joined when I was screaming at my teammates.
I have played Guns of Boom, and if that's a first-person shooter with 4v4, and yeah, that's been enough for me. I'm like, I already played one in the past. I'm not playing it.
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches, and today,
I don't know.
What's that today?
Yeah, that is today. Other than Optimus Prime, like, I don't really have interest in the new series.
My whole thing is that,
and guess what? I already checked. Optimus is level 100 on the battle pass.
He is he is level 100.
Did you see the character model
for Optimus?
For Optimus?
Yeah. No. They actually explain it. No, they explain it in this trailer because the actual Optimus does like a scan thing.
It's almost like a model of Optimus.
No, it is. It's not actually Optimus.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just like.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Well, because the real in this trailer, look the real Optimus Prime makes a 3D copy of himself that's in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because the real Optimus Prime is like way bigger than anyone.
Right.
No, yeah.
Dinosaurs. It's Dinosaur Month.
Well, see,
here's the thing.
They had
Dinosaur Month.
Look,
it's not officially Dinosaur Month.
They had the dinosaurs in the Tomb Raider season.
No, but now you can ride them because in Tomb Raider you couldn't ride them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not just saying that. Like, it's officially Dinosaur Month now. But you didn't know that.
I didn't.
Now you do.
I did know that.
Yeah, see, see, Nick, that's the real Optimus Prime.
And I know some information about you now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, see, Nick,
I know something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Does he know? You know? Oh wait, he knows where Dinosaur Month originated from.
Yes, I do, and I know exactly
what
you think I know.
What media outlet?
Yes, if you can call it that.
But I don't know if you saw that.
You
Nick.
should check me out on there.
I
know that there's a lot of. Well,
I was about to say, is it gonna be that whole joke of like I'm gonna be like my coworkers found my account?
Finally, guys, it's time to.
I mean, no, my account's got some stuff. Good stuff. I mean, there's not bad stuff on there. I know
original content or
but Nick, do you saw the scan though?
Few of it's original, but most of it
I saw it, Elias.
Few of it's original, but most of it's shared.
Okay.
A few of it's original though. It's not amazing because like when it comes to memes, my meme taste, I'm like a guy who's like, this is really funny. And I take inspiration from those. I am not very witty, so.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
To clarify, for anyone who might know what we're talking about.
Oh my God! Shut up! Everyone, shut up!
Oh gosh! Oh, there it is. This is what Elias is hyped for.
No! Save Tifa! Save her! I don't care about anyone else, but save her! Save Tifa! Oh my God! If you guys let Tifa die, no, she can't be dead. They actually kill her?
Boy, she's fine right here. Wow. See, look, what about Aerith? You don't care about Aerith?
No, I like Aerith. I actually like her better than the original game.
But you like Tifa better than Aerith.
Oh yeah, Tifa will always be #1. But Aerith definitely grew on me in this game.
What about Red 13?
Dude, you don't. No, I like all the Final Fantasy 7 characters. Look, just because I like Tifa more than everyone else, I still like all the characters in 7. Now shut up.
Asking me this?
I didn't say anything.
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know,
That's the Chocobo farm.
5 years ago.
I like the chibi chocobos that they make.
Oh my God! It's the old man.
The very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
The old dude.
No, it's 13's grandfather. Are they in the Mithril Cave?
I believe he called them.
We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Dude, I'm so hyped for that. Oh my god.
After 5 years, doing who knows what.
Oh my god.
Sephiroth. Dun dun dun.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Ooh, Barret. Barret's cool.
Do we actually get to play as Red 13 now? Yes! Oh my god, you can play as him!
Alright, I'm interested. I like Red 13.
Elena!
She may be new, but she's still
Yes! Yes!
Andrew Tate!
Dude, I get to fight Elena! Dude, Elena was so cool! Oh my god, the team attack!
What about Andrew Tate, though?
Dude, don't talk about Rude. Don't compare Andrew Tate to Rude. Oh my god, that was the airship!
Because it looks so similar, Elias, you know it.
Oh my god. Yuffie! Yes, sir!
Oh wait, you don't have integrate. You don't have PS5. You can't play integrated. You have to wait until this comes out. I can play Yuffie.
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside.
Well, I know this is supposed to be after she joins after Integrate, but oh my gosh.
She can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Dude, this was my game of the year when Remake came out.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Oh my god. Sephiroth being cryptic as usual.
Wait, what year did Remake come out?
2020.
Oh my gosh, Rob. I won't get into further details, but you know what? I remember year 2020. That and Ghost of Tsushima. Both those games were robbed. You know what won Game of the Year?
That was God of War, wasn't it?
No.
The first one?
That was 2018.
When Red Dead 2 should have won it.
I mean, Farmer Simulator.
Wait, Sekiro. Did Sekiro win that year?
That was 2019.
Don't you dare talk bad about Red Dead 2, buddy.
I'm not talking bad about Red Dead 2.
What was 2020?
Hey, Bloodborne did not... Hey, I'll say this. Bloodborne did not win because it came out the same year as Witcher 3. That's the only reason... And Bloodborne is amazing, but, I mean, it's Witcher 3. But, okay, 2020, Last of Us 2.
Hype, boys. I'm Rebirth. No, but I am planning on getting a PS5. Look, I am.
They had to give it Game of the Year, or
I am.
They had to give it Game of the Year, or else they would have been killed.
Wait, what was it?
Jeff Keighley would have been killed right there if he did not give Last of Us 2 Game of the Year.
Oh, it did get Game of the Year. I remember that. Okay.
It did. And I'm like, it should not have got it. Either way, if you had an opinion on Last of Us 2, you were screwed.
No, I definitely wanted. I definitely wanted Final Fantasy to win.
I mean, that or Ghost of Tsushima. Either one. Both are really good.
Dude. But yeah, no. But I am planning on getting a. I am planning on getting a PS5 because I want to play Final Fantasy 16 as well. I also want to play the Crisis Core remake.
It's not on Switch and not Xbox.
No, it's on PlayStation. No, actually, it is on Xbox. Crisis Core is on Xbox. But the thing is,
one released for the Switch.
No. But thing is, I want to get them all on PlayStation because it's rumored that it carries over your account, like if you like play as Zack and stuff, because they have some stuff from the remake.
And hey, Integrate is free on PlayStation Plus.
Well, there was so many games shown off during that show. Very lengthy show. Let's talk about the big stuff. Maybe for the sake of recency bias, should we start with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Now we know it's coming early 2024 on 2 discs.
Now that is interesting.
When was
that?
So here's the original PlayStation game was on 3 discs, if you guys remember. But the fact that it's saying it's on 2 discs, I wonder if you get it digitally. I wonder how big the download file is.
Oh no, not Red 13. No, not Red 13. They killed Red 13. Oh wait. I need to be molding. Oh wait, no, they actually killed people. So.
No, shut up. I will save her. I will change the outcome of the game.
If you consider even the first part of the game, it's 3 discs.
I mean, Aerith. I mean, rip. It's gonna happen.
Well, maybe this Aerith remembers the old timeline, so she may know what's going to happen to her. And that's what's cool about these games is that they're like they're changing what happened from the original game.
I don't know. I love that this looks like they're expanding out.
But what was I going to say?
For the Midgar portions to be kind of more.
Dang, I lost my train of thought.
I love Final Fantasy.
Porting, and you can save your progress.
Oh no! I was saying how big if the game's on 2 discs. I wonder how big the game file is if you download it digitally. Because Nick, and I don't know if it's the biggest game on your Xbox, but the biggest game on my Xbox currently is Jedi Survivor.
A little surprising, but also everybody's been waiting for this.
Hey, you
I
know
have
what?
no
Okay,
clue.
so
I mean, then mine's probably Jedi Survivor as well.
Well, no, on my Xbox I have it ordered in order of size.
No, yeah, I remember that.
Hold on, I'm gonna check mine.
So
I have it open right now.
the biggest for mine is Jedi Survivor. It used to be Marvel's Avengers, but then I deleted that.
What is my? I think it might be Elden Ring. No, it's crack. Oh wait. That's crack.
No, I know up there on that top row of biggest games, I know it's Red Dead 2 and GTA 5 is up there.
Returnal is my biggest game right now.
Dude, Elena looks so good.
Okay, so get the Andrew Tate.
Shut up! That's not Andrew Tate. Rude is cooler than Andrew Tate.
Well, yeah, but it's still funny. Haha, Andrew Tate.
It is really pretty. I mean, whatever. I don't know what engine they're using or.
Anyway,
keep Andrew Tate away from my game.
King of Fighters 15 was 80 or 98 gigabytes. King of Fighters 15. That game where you pay $60 for a training mode.
Like tongue-in-cheek, funny enough to not be like
100 gigabytes.
Get,
King of Fighters 15. That game, yeah. That doesn't look.
Wait,
I mean, it's fine graphically.
Is that your biggest game?
I mean, I never thought I'd
that was, but I had to remove it because I'm like, I need more console storage so I can play Returnal. It was 100 gigabytes. King of Fighters 15, that's ridiculous. Returnal is 66, and Returnal infinitely looks better than it. How is it 100?
So what's left? Or is there? Are they unveiling more? Or?
No, I think they're reviewing what happened.
Oh, well, I mean that's kind of more or less what we're doing.
We don't have to watch them.
Well, I'm fine with watching them. Like I said, it's because remember when G4 did E3, they did the same thing and sit there and talk about stuff. But if
G4's different because we just saw a dude and their takes are kind of funny, and we just saw a dude in a unit costume spank Adam Sessler.
Okay, well, like I said, I can look, I can watch this later, so this can be a vote to skip.
I vote to skip.
Vote to skip.
Okay. Like I said, I still think it's cool.
No, and we're not saying that it's not. It's just like
for little things with the they give
that's just not our
right.
Have you been stuck on the same quest?
Right.
Not our thing.
Not the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake that was announced.
Oh, this is a commercial break. Okay, I was like, wait.
Look, that guy's dead. That guy got phoned. Oh, what's that game? Oh, it's Power. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get Power.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I don't.
Again, I liked Pokemon, but I am no longer a fan of the games because, I mean, it's Scarlet and Violet. It just showed that like, it's fun, but then like, if I'm just gonna be like, constantly like let down by it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, did Control even sell that well? Because it won a lot of awards. From us.
Hey, I liked Control, dude. I love that game. That would have been my game of the year if honestly, Control would have been my game of the year if I had not played Coffee Talk, Nick, and Val.
Work to put it together, and just
that was the same year, wasn't it?
Developers and publishers to.
I think.
Yes.
Awards and go win a console, video game, gift card, and more. And don't.
That rat looks. I hate that rat.
All right, this is the Devolver thing. Okay,
Devolver.
So it looks like it's only 30, or actually like about 30 minutes. And then after that is the day of the devs. I am gonna give me a drink real quick, so I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be right back too. Nick, you're by yourself. Entertain the chat.
Okay. Hey chat, what's up? Should probably have the chat open. Hey chat, hope it's who's in chat? Yo, it's a Rack Attack. Thanks for the Rack Attack, Wildcat929. Yo. Hey, yo, Wildcat, thanks. Thanks, man. You seem like a pretty cool guy too. Hope everything's going well for everyone. Oh, thanks, Wildcat. It's doing pretty good for me too. Doing all right. Just playing some City Skylines right now while watching this. I don't know, I'm in my like how some people get that hyperfixation on Minecraft for a couple of weeks. I'm on my hyperfixation of City Skylines. Hey, that's what's up. And I mean, okay, here, wait. I'm gonna type something in chat. Yo, are you back?
Hey everybody, this is James Mountain, Community Manager here at Grasshopper Manufacturer, and today for our 20th anniversary. So when do I get to light up some demons? Hey, what the hell, man? Hey, what the fuck?
All right, I am back.
Back, man, dude. We actually had someone in chat for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, that's just you.
What? No. That's a person. Elias, when would I have lied about being in your Twitch chat?
You've done it twice.
I don't. That's low, man. Come on, I'm better than that.
What is this trailer?
Who knows?
Hey Evan, I'm gonna put something in the Discord, okay? Is Evan back? No?
I don't think he is.
Okay.
Do you like my GIF that I reacted to that video with? Or not reacted, but replied?
Yes.
You know what scene that is, right?
It's wait, 1 second.
It's from South Park, but do you know what scene it is though?
No. I haven't watched a whole lot of South Park.
So, one of the main characters' dads was going on the Wheel of Fortune, and he had a word. His word. Was it the N word? He saw N. Well, it was N blank GGERS, and the clue was people who annoy you. And he was like, I think I know it, but I don't know if I should say it. And then they're like, oh, time's running out. And he's like, okay. And then he said it, and then it turned out to be an A. It turned out to be naggers.
Oh.
And that scene of the cameraman looking was when he was like, I don't know if I should say it.
Dude, but I don't know if you saw it earlier, but it said TV is just video games you can't play.
Well, theoretically, yes. X-Play?
It says Let's Play. Now these Devolver ones have always been like funny because they always make their conferences like a joke. And they had a storyline going from each one.
Video game mascot of all time, Devolver Digital's very own Volvi. You know him as the star of all your favorite Devolver games. But where did Volvi come from? Many years ago, Devolver Digital...
No, Nick, this is all a joke.
I was about to say...
No, all their conferences are like a Saturday Night Live skit. I mean, they make real games, but like all this is like...
Awesome Possum arrowed the acrobat. And this was no small task.
Yeah, we spent a few years on it. To be honest, I don't really remember drawing it.
I remember Ronathan showing us that final design. It was a beautiful moment.
That face.
Nick, what the heck is that?
And of course, the master stroke is one big hand.
For gaming.
I just never
Why'd she say for gaming so specifically?
Alright, players, I'm back. What did I miss?
They're talking about Volvi, the mascot.
Chat.
Oh, the creepy rat thing.
No, okay, Evan. Before we keep watching this, I want you to know that Devolver, all their conferences are like Saturday Night Live skits. They're all like jokes. So this is not real.
I gotcha.
But they make real games, but this conference is not real, and they've done it every year since E3. But like they get funnier each time. And there's Easter eggs that like link the storyline to each other. So I'm wondering what connects to this one.
We couldn't believe it. The demand for the character was insane.
I think it's supposed to be a rat.
And so Volvi went on to star in a string of hit Devolver titles. Hotline Miami, Cult of the Lamb.
Oh my gosh, Cult of the Lamb.
I love that game.
Yeah, you didn't know that, Nick. Cult of the Lamb was Devolver Digital.
The list goes on and on. Volvi's popularity had skyrocketed. He was an icon, not just for video games, but pop culture in general.
What a great pop culture icon.
No, the thing that's funny is that this is all fake, and they make it look like it's from the past.
Flying off the shelves, I'm talking clothing, toys, and even a range of what are called legally edible snack foods.
Toy. Whoa.
Join Volvi and try to figure out what's in your mouth. They're confusing to taste.
I was about to make a joke of that, but you know what? They got to it first.
I was about to say the joke writes itself.
Kids began to want different things from their video game mascots.
Oh yeah, check the Discord, Evan. I posted something. In general.
It was like 15. Oh my gosh.
We needed to keep Volvi relevant.
That's on my shelf. Cigarette heist, Nick. You gotta get it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is like they remade the mascot.
For gaming. In favor of something with more attitude.
Guess what? I have an earache, and I don't care. It's graffiti time.
Looking back on it,
Sex. I love that.
Volvi 2.0 performed.
That icon. That's such a great mascot. I think. Look, Volvi right there. But it's going downhill.
No, because they made him hip and like smoke cigarettes and stuff.
to quietly discontinue the Volvi franchise.
They advertise. Yeah.
I was losing a family member. Well, a distant family member, but it was still quite horrible.
And
Why is his... Somebody tell me this. Why is his right arm way bigger than his left arm?
No, because the guy drew it in like 5 seconds, and they took it. No, the guy who created it drew it in like 5 seconds. You saw that, Nick? Like, he just drew a cycle.
Yeah.
Loud person.
To present the launch event for the reboot, rebirth, and return of the world's greatest video game mascot, Volvi! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, settle down, please, because it gets even better. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Volvi's original creator, Ronathan Trotfield! Come on, Ron! Yes! Wow! Oh my goodness, Ron, what a moment. You are looking fantastic. Please tell me, bro, how do you feel right now on this momentous day?
It's like, man, man, F him.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is amazing. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what you and the team at Devolver have come up with. So, what do you say? You want to see him? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I present to you the new and improved Volve-E! Wow.
What the? What the? It's a bowling pin?
It's supposed to be a robot, looks like.
But how does he work?
I'm glad you asked, Chris. Well, we've taken the heart and soul of what made Ronathan's character so lovable.
And you go, look at his face.
Why did it make that sound, Nick? Do you hear that?
When it blinked.
No, I know, but like everything went silent when he was looking at it.
Oh.
With today's most powerful AI technology.
That's impressive.
In short, Volve-E
I like how awkward he's looking too. Like he's clapping Nick. Like.
I ain't sure about this one.
See, you know what's funny? This reminds me of like the old G4 skits because they would do stuff like this too.
No, they can use Volve-E to play what they want, when they want. Here, let me show you. Hey there, Volve-E. Generate a game for me. How about one that, oh, I don't know, is a cooperative survival sandbox, but with wizards?
Oh, are they saying it just creates the game like ChatGPT?
So, is this a real game or is this?
No, so yeah, the joke. These are real games, but the joke is like how they made them.
Oh, okay. So I know this was like a real game. Okay, this seems like an actual trailer.
No, all those games they showed were real games they did. Like Cult of the Lamb was one of their games.
Interesting.
The thing is, if you didn't know that Devolver Digital was like this was like a fake like skit thing, you would think it's real if you're watching it, you know?
Right.
Because at E3, Nick, they would come out on stage like everyone else, and you would think it's like a real presentation, but it's just like an act.
Interesting. I like that take.
But it worked. It worked. It
does work.
Also, they're the ones who made Fall Guys. I don't know if you knew that.
I thought there was Epic Games.
No, they do it
I
now.
think it's just sold on Epic Games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know how like Fall Guys rebooted, like where it's like free to play, cross play, and all that. That was when I think, you know, but.
I figured it was going to be similar to Cult of the Lamb.
Can you imagine though if an AI can actually like make a game from scratch in like a matter of days?
Wait.
That's a possibility nowadays, but
Just wait, Elias.
just wait. That's what I'm saying.
Because think about it. Even if the game's bad, the fact that it was able to make one at all is like pretty crazy.
Yeah. That's what we both just said. Just wait.
Just wait. They'll get better and better.
AI is slowly getting better. That's the point of it. Imagine if ChatGPT had a hold of Google. It's over for us. We're all screwed.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna take over the world in the sense like because. Never mind. But I think what if you were like, hey ChatGPT, write me a game like the game code for this game, and it just makes like pages of code.
That's possible, I think.
Incredible. So wait a minute. Are you saying that game was entirely generated by Valve E? No one had to spend any time or effort making it?
Correct. There was no real creative process at all. Just Valve E and his wonderful machine learning.
What the?
Oh, no. Well, that's a good question, actually. Well, each prompt and game idea has to be digested by Valve E's powerful system. And so, inevitably, there are some waste byproducts.
What?
That's what I was saying. I'm just looking at the screen like, okay. Robots can digest.
I like how they just brushed it under the rug. Like even the audience were like, "What?"
Hi, Baldy. Chris J. I'm a huge fan of the Talos principle, so I'd like to see something like that, but with new puzzles, a grander story, and big, beautiful worlds to roam around. Oh, and I'd like to see that gameplay right about now.
Why is the robot? It sounds like he's in pain.
I think that's a point. Tetris. Nope, that's not Tetris. What am I looking at? What? Why? Whoa. Where's Tetris? I said Tetris, not weird Detroit Become Human garbage.
No. This game is I think it's supposed to be a sequel to Talos Principle, which is like it's just like a puzzle, trippy game.
Puzzle what game?
It's just a puzzle game.
Oh.
Just their symbolic value? Because the thing about puzzles is that they can be solved.
That's true. That true, Nick? Puzzles can be solved. He said the thing about puzzles is that puzzles can be solved.
Right, yeah. You know, that's right.
Thanks, Baldy. What happened to his big hand?
And the best part is that to create a game with Valve E, you don't need any game experience or any of that tech stuff. Who here hasn't dreamt of creating their own game?
I like how like the sludge is coming out and he asks about the big hand, Nick.
Yes.
That's what I said. Where's the big hand? Oh no. Oh no.
Why is it looking at him like that?
Wait.
Super weird walking simulator where you control the character's legs independently from his body. Maybe there's some
I like how that's clearly an adult dressed up like a kid.
But let's see, Volby, what could you rustle us up?
Nate! Nate! Nate!
Nate, buddy, family meeting, let's go.
Hey, but Nick, these aren't pre-made videos, okay? Volvy's actually making these games in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hey, Nick, is that what's happening at your house right now? honestly, look, honestly, that's more akin to what's happening to me.
Evan, it's because my girlfriend's gone in Tennessee she's been gone for a while, and she'll be gone till Wednesday.
No, I thought it was like you in the basement with like a bunch of people like arguing upstairs. I thought that was what it was.
Oh
No, I was just...
I wish I had a
Has he
basement.
not walked in a while? What the frick is this?
Oh, it might be one of those games where you like control 1 foot at a time.
And why has he got a cape? Oh, he's dead. Yo, this man is thick.
This might be your type of game, Nick. This might be one of those physics games like, was it Octodad, where you control a limb at a time?
Right. I was about to mention that Octodad. And hand simulator. I mean, there's hand and walking simulator. The simulator games.
Can you not?
I didn't.
Yeah, let's go back in time to when you didn't.
No, I was just trying to.
Let's go back in time.
Yeah, let's go back in time to when you didn't.
That's pretty funny.
Well, it's not steady now.
No, well.
See you later.
What was that interaction, Nick? Let's go back in time to when you didn't. I feel like that's one of those stupid games that would be funny just to look at.
I think it's the point, yeah. It's made by the same people who made Getting Over It.
So what happens if we bring a pro into this? Let's give Volby something really special here.
What's up, guys? Hey, yo! Hey, how we doing? Guys, I am watching live. Now, can I just say, what you were doing out there, incredible. I could not be more excited to be part of whatever this is.
And thank you. We're all massive.
Is his name Skill Up?
Yeah. Elias, do you think you should get a skin in Fortnite?
What?
I think you should get a skin in Fortnite.
What skin? I get lots of skins in Fortnite.
No. I think there should be a skin of Afrobane.
Oh, maybe. If I get famous enough, I'll get a skin like Ninja and Pokimane and those other people.
Bro, you should be able.
I mean, hey, they put Tim the Tatman in Call of Duty, and then they put Nick Merckx in, but then they took Nick Merckx out because he made a homophobic tweet or anti-trans tweet. Sorry.
I don't think that. I think he's still in the game, but like you can't.
They can't like take him out of the game physically, but you can like.
Right. But you can't.
They won't. They'll Travis Scott him. They just won't put him back in the store.
Hmm. I thought they already made a Humans Fall Flat 2, though.
The first one was pretty fun. I wish you could play it like because you need like a giant group of people to play it with, unless you're just playing either by yourself or with local co-op. But playing it with a giant group of people is so fun.
Yeah, you know what's so weird?
Everybody is doing their own thing, and it's so funny.
Why they still have that guy still standing there? Like he's not even saying anything. Cause I thought they were gonna introduce him. He was like, "Oh, I was the original creator," and then they were gonna have him go back off stage. But wait, are they? No, are they having
Chat.
wait, they're having chat make the game? Is that what it was?
Maybe.
Oh dear lord. Oh. Oh no, there it is. Oh.
What the hell?
I told you that giant. I don't trust that big hand. I don't trust that hand.
He becomes Volve E. Or Vol V.
That turned dark real quick. What the?
What is happening? Needs a different kind of help. What?
What is going on? I don't.
Oh, oh no.
Hey kids, get 50% off all your favorite Volvi merchandise right now.
Hey Nick, go buy that merch.
A good cut to a commercial break.
Nick, you gonna buy that merch?
No.
Hold on, I won't look it up on my phone. Dude, it's actually real. You can actually watch it. Dude, that one was like pretty short for the Devolver Directs.
Maybe they just didn't have a lot of games.
That was like a little bit dark.
I think that's the point.
That was darker than their previous ones. All right, what was the other? This one.
I mean, they did make Cult of the Lamb, and that did pretty well.
The last immortal.
Hey, but Evan, what if I walk in the corner store wearing some Volvi merch and only you understand what it's from? You're like, oh no.
I mean, well, only us know who John Bolar is.
John Bolar, man. Dude.
Nobody
I feel like,
could beat
dude,
John
that was like a fairy tale.
Other people know who he was, but like
he's like a mystical creature.
He was like we did.
He's like a unicorn. That was like a once in a lifetime chance.
We saw him once.
Hey, Cuphead. Nick, we never played Cuphead together.
No, we haven't.
It is hard as hell though. So is this like another game? I still haven't played the Cuphead DLC though.
It's really good.
Mostly because I'm scared, and it was hard.
I played Cuphead.
No, I played the first one or the.
I got bodied by the normal levels, but the bosses I was pretty good at. Unironically, the
levels were kind of hard. Yeah.
The boss I was good at.
Oh, physical edition.
Oh, it's. We already had a physical edition, but it's cute. Bro, you know the funniest story about Cuphead is the devs mortgaged their house.
Tim Schafer! Dude, Tim Schafer's actually a really cool dude.
Summer Games Fest, and thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out,
Yeah, Tim Schafer got the lifetime achievement last year. Do you know that, Nick?
10 years ago here in San Francisco.
What is that?
Basically, like he's like a developer that's been in it for a while, but he's like impacted so many other people's like lives and stuff. But he used to work at LucasArts, Nick. So he was friends with George. He was friends with George Lucas and stuff.
Nice.
Very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic, it became digital.
That's cool.
But then he made He made that Grim Fandango game. Remember we played with the guys who, and he also did Psychonauts and everything. So.
Going to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and please, without further ado, enjoy Day of the Devs. Digital showcase. There would be effects on that. It's not good.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanov and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wander Song and Chicory. Here's their new title.
So what was everyone's favorite game they've seen so far? Mine is Final Fantasy VII, or games. It doesn't have to be just one. But I like Final Fantasy VII, and I like Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat 1. Probably Sonic Superstars, but I hate to say it, Party Animals.
Yeah. Haiku!
That's why I said I'm mad, because it's not on PlayStation.
Of course they were influenced by Haiku for this. You saw that on the shelf? Is that volleyball anime?
Turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastie Ball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world.
So this is like Pokemon, but volleyball?
Then you can challenge rival sports teams as you rise your way through the Beastie Ball rankings.
Wait,
oh gosh.
Wait, but Nick, what game were you excited for? Maybe.
I don't know.
Beasties are highly social creatures.
It's okay if none of them were like really your thing.
In their natural wild state.
Honestly, none of them really seemed like much of my thing.
So what was the name of this game, or did they not announce yet?
Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball, Power World, and Party Animals. You're seeing a trend here. I'm sure you're seeing a very
yeah,
trend.
but Party Animals wasn't like collection based though.
But, no, like with the like the animals and stuff.
Oh.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the Beasties' agency.
But also Mortal Kombat 1, but that's just baseball. It's something other than 11. Oh my goodness, 11 looked good, but
set of conditions.
11 was a nightmare.
The goal isn't to collect as many Beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change and the bonds that they form with each other. We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing Beastie Ball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each
Wait, so can you actually miss the ball, or is it like I don't get what the?
And their poses and animations are all hand drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity
volleyball.
to express their personality.
Hey, but Evan, it's all hand drawn.
To help give each beastie that
You know what? I'm fine with hand drawn. I'm okay with hand drawn. It's just pixel art's kind of easy to do nowadays. Hand drawn, not so much.
Whoa, that's kind of cute. You saw that?
Yeah, the dog.
The dogs were doing the voice recordings.
Oh, that's. Oh.
Here, I'll rewind it.
Well, that's cool.
Look, yeah.
I love when they do stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, look.
Oh my gosh, I want this game. I want this game now.
I've never seen anyone do that.
I want it now. Oh, that's adorable.
That was so cute.
I mean, I don't, because a lot of the games I play and a lot of games I've played recently are like serious games or like narrative games, but I want something like this. I want a goofy game. I want a silly game. And, oh right, that indie showcase, one of the only games I even cared about, Corgi's Cozy Hike.
Yeah.
It's a goofy game that's it's a Corgi superhero. It's a silly game, but I like the silly games. I like the pixel of weird stuff that is for niche audiences.
Thanks very much.
Evan said, I want to get silly.
I want to get very... Party Animals, duh. I want to get very silly.
In Hyperlight Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up title in the Hyperlight universe, you'll assume the role of a mercenary.
I've always wanted to try this game, but I never got to it. The Hyperlight Breaker.
Everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor.
I thought she was about to say that's how I like my men. I really thought she was about to say that.
Even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against
Only you like.
Well, the way she looked at the camera with that wink, I was like, is she really about to say that? But she didn't. So
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I kind of had the same thought that that's the direction it was going.
This is
I will admit.
Hyperlight Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyperlight Breaker. Hyperlight Breaker is a huge,
But Evan, if you look up the first Hyperlight game, you'll know what this series is.
It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind. An open world.
All right, another indie game that I really like is Crypt Custodian. That looks interesting.
You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a
Oh, you said it. You said it. Did you credit Nintendo? Uh-oh.
No, the ninjas just show up in this window.
The ninjas.
Yeah, but look up Evan. Look up Hyperlight Drifter. That's the first game.
No.
Well, no, but I'm saying he was in. They put him in one of the fighting games. I can't remember what it was.
Vast overgrown wilderness, long dead civilizations, and new discoveries.
Oh wait. No, I know. Wait, Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, I know what that is. The Drifter. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the sequel. Hyperlight's Breaker. Yeah.
Brawl Out. That game. Did you remember that game?
Yeah.
The one with Dead Cells, Drifter, Guacamelee, and Ukulele.
Yes.
That because it was a live service game, that was $15. It flopped terribly. It was one of the most jankiest games I've ever played, and the models looked ridiculously ugly, like butt ugly. The guest characters looked okay, but like, oh my gosh, like the original OCs looked ugly. I hated it. I mean, one of them was okay. Though I guess the Frog with Four Arms was okay, but the rest of them looked. I couldn't look at the game.
And now, in true Day of the Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you.
Dude, I like how they actually all wear like the Summer of Game Fest shirts. You know what I mean?
I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it would be cool if like they gave all the developers like the same like kind of shirts and merchandise. That way when they present, it looks like it's all like together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Maybe that's just me.
No, I understand.
Dude, these guys listen like lo-fi music like me, Nick.
Hi there, welcome. I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stonescape Studio. We are a small...
Are you sure you're not watching and listening to lo-fi because of the girl?
No, look, I listen to like that type of music way before it became 24/7. Like, I've been listening to that forever.
Simpler times follow style.
I listen. I don't want to sound. No, I don't want to sound like. I've been listening to that kind of stuff before it was cool.
He really has.
Okay. I believe it. I believe it.
Cause I started listening, and it wasn't all like lo-fi like this. Some of it was like hip hop and jazz, but like it was. I started listening to all this in middle school.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her.
But yes, I do like the lo-fi girl.
I knew you would. I knew it. How could I guess?
I mean, I like the lo-fi boy too, like the one that does the retro music. That's pretty cool.
Next one's like building a birdhouse. You'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for time.
To be fair, I've listened to lo-fi.
Yeah. So
with a final that I was taking.
Oh yeah, I listened to it all the time when I did homework. got me through college, Nick. You remember college?
I'd rather
Dude,
not.
dude,
We
college.
all go to college together.
Yeah, we both went to UK.
Yeah, we were at UK at the
Oh,
same
Well,
time.
I remember college, Elias. I'm still in it.
But
Gross.
it feels like it was so long ago since we were in college, or at least me.
This
me
is
at
like
least.
a hot take. I'll go ahead and say a hot take, and but I prefer college and high school over childhood.
Over what?
Over my childhood.
We want to build a sense of
Yeah,
I
'cause you-
hated high school.
Well, no.
Well,
Look,
well, not
I
at the
if
moment,
I were
looking back on
if
it.
I were you, Evan, I would
High
agree
school is-
because your childhood didn't let you watch SpongeBob, so I wouldn't want to go back to
My
that.
childhood.
either.
Yeah.
Didn't, that says a lot.
But
that's just the surface. There is a lot that happened that I hate.
But
That's,
but honestly, I don't think I liked one part of my life more than the other at all. Because I have good memories of high school and college and childhood. So, if anything, my least favorite has been adulthood.
I think that's the point. That's the point of life. It's supposed to be adulthood is your least favorite. But the thing about middle school and elementary and all that stuff, I have memories of it, but they're not about me. Now
Gotcha.
that seems selfish, but at the same time, considering that your memories are about somebody else, considering that you did not remember things that you experienced and you only heard about stuff that other people did.
Mm. Well, like I said, that's why we're watching G4 because it was like part of my childhood.
Right. And I can see the influences. Yeah, because there were still at high school and college is where it started to pick back up. Because I have memory. I mean, I have some I still have memories about me, obviously. And again, I'm not trying to sound like selfish about that, but oh my goodness, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob when I was younger.
What's an old photograph doing here?
My childhood was unordinary.
I think I don't know. I think they all have benefits because like middle school, I've had the most friends I've ever had. And then and then over time, it slowly it narrowed down.
That's kind of the point. I mean, y'all go your separate ways.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying, like there, like at least for me, I don't know if it was for you, Nick. I felt like at middle school, there wasn't really any like cliques. Like there wasn't like groups of like people. Like I felt like everybody was like kind of like friend. Like we all like knew each other and like were pretty.
You were in a public school, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but I'm saying people didn't really like separate in the groups. Everyone kind of knew each other, and like whenever we would do like school activities, people would like always invite each other. It wasn't until high school I started noticing like the divide in like friend groups.
So exactly what you just said, but in a private school. So everybody knowing each other, but it's way smaller. So it is much easier to know each other. And because it's way smaller, there's not a bigger audience. And because there's not a bigger audience, when separated into groups, a lot of people are going to get left out.
Yeah.
A lot of people who just went there.
Well,
a
what
lot
I
of
mean
people
is,
on the
like-
outside, it sucked. There was a caste system in my school. It sucked.
Well, with like the athletes though, Nick. Like I felt like I knew a lot more athletes, or at least I was friends with more athletes in middle school than in like high school.
I was friends with a lot of. There was like in high school when I first got there, there was like this.
This is
whole
kind of a cool game though.
Of like seniors who were just like, "Hey, what's your name?" I'm like, "I'm Evan," and they're like, "Okay, yeah, sit with us from now on," and they were really cool. I'm like, "Oh," and that was high school, and then college, I've had like the most friends I've ever had.
Props and items and themes we learn about.
Oh shit!
Mostly through environments and.
This is one of those games, Nick. You just sit in your bathtub and you just like watch it happen.
What?
What?
Like this game we're watching. It's like one of those like just you like solve little puzzles with your photographs.
Elias, I'm going to do that after the bath. I'm not going to do it during the bath.
But I'm
No,
I'm
do
a
it
little
during the
confused by
bath.
what you meant by sitting in the bathtub.
Just do it. You sit in the bathtub.
What? I don't. Do you do that?
No, Nick does. I don't do that.
Nick, do you do that?
No, I don't.
You told me you like when you like to chill. You just sit in the bathtub.
No, I'm too big for normal bathtubs, Elias. I feel like you would understand that.
Interesting.
I can fit in the bathtub because I'm kind of I can make room, but like I don't do that. I don't really have big showers. I'm more of a shower guy.
This next one actually
Same.
came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso, and I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty.
Hey, you know what that game looks like, Evan?
This one?
Yeah.
A game.
Oh, I was about to say it looks kind of like Deltarune, but it actually looks kind of different.
It looks like a game. Yeah.
Get access to their abilities.
You know, let's get we should have gotten that during the indie show. More of this game during the indie showcase.
You can hunt in this game.
You're asking for too much.
Well. Here's the thing. So like
this
the
is why
so like the day of the devs.
This is why.
The thing with day of the devs is that these are like it's like these are indie games, but they're like professional indie game developers. If that makes any sense.
Very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high intensity.
I think it makes sense.
And more
Like they're more experienced indie game developers, I guess.
Paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game.
I mean, every company used to be an indie game developer.
Well, but I'm saying like these guys, I don't think they're quite AAA, but they're like not.
But they're still counted as indie games.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Well, that's why you were saying like there. If you wish you had more of these games at the indie showcase, because I think these guys have a lot more experience making them.
The stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access.
I mean, I know you got to start somewhere, and Undertale was, whatever it is, pixelated, but I feel like it's too easy. I mean, granted, I am not an indie developer, so I would not know. I am a consumer. So, take it with a grain of salt. It looks pretty good, though.
So it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience.
Oh wait, is the metaphor is that he died and his loved one didn't like?
It helps us out a lot.
As Yuna dances, people die as Yuna dances. So the funniest line of that game I've ever heard.
He arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize, GDC's Independent Games Festival. Then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that, lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Cart Life. Oh, here you go, Evan. Your pixel game.
Come on. Oh no! It's that I was gonna say. Oh, maybe not, but no. That is. Oh, they all look the same.
Wait! But this is supposed to be a restoration because this game was lost apparently.
Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer.
Well, the guy was saying this game was lost, but they were able to restore it.
At the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
Look, Evan, you can feed a cat.
Well, good for them.
Wait, this game is similar to Coffee Talk, Nick, because you just run a retail store.
Characters in any order.
Yep.
Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie
That's
is
pretty
a
cool,
recent
honestly.
divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart.
Coffee Talk? Precursor to Coffee Talk, Nick?
I was about to say, sounds like it.
And don't worry, Nick, I will play Coffee Talk 2 probably when...
Oh.
Summer
Whew.
game.
I was worried.
Look, I went, well, remember I went back and got the true ending, so... Whoa!
I know.
Well, oh, that's an ass.
He's taking a shower.
You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize.
Hey Nick, what if I'm playing this game and I go and like I lose all my money because I buy a newspaper at the gas station?
Oh my god.
Dude, I gotta play that game again. You know what, I might actually buy it, Nick, because it's not on Game Pass anymore.
So Evan, what Elias is referencing is that
The world of Cart Life is alive, and
there was this.
who are potential customers.
It was like a night taxi game.
Yeah, it was like a night taxi game, and basically so you have to like solve a crime or whatever
Like
by
a
being
mystery,
a taximan.
I think I vaguely hear something about it. Is that like his, like?
It's called
like
Night.
an icon that he had.
It's called Night Call, but yeah, you have to solve a mystery.
You play as a girl as the main character, right?
No, it's a guy.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of something else because I knew there was something. That's why. Okay, I said like plays a girl, but like she had like black hair, and I'm like, this would be Elias waifu. That's why I was saying.
No.
That
It was.
play as a girl.
But basically what happened was.
No, there's another game like that. Who you play as taxi driver, but it's a shoot.
So basically what happened was you have to solve this murder, and they're like, oh yeah, we think you're a prime suspect, and you basically have to collect evidence to prove that it's not you, but you have to be able to keep you have to keep getting people in your taxi to get clues from these people.
But you can't let people know you're on to them.
Yeah.
Also known as Quoble.
And basically what happened was Elias was running low on funds, but said, you know what, I can buy this paper real quick. He bought the paper, ran out of money when he went back to like the
Well, no,
main
I
depot.
was at the gas station, and I ran out of money.
Yeah, he was at the gas station, and he bought a paper because he was like, oh, it's just a paper.
Well, no, the paper sometimes can give you evidence. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. But he bought the paper, is what I've been trying to say. He bought the paper, and he got back to the main depot, and then he ran out of money, and so his taxi boss was like, "Hey, you're fired." And then the detective was like, "Oh, you lost your job? Well, guess you can't prove your innocence."
And then and then you lose. And Nick was cracking up when that happened. No, because I was sitting there. Because I thought
don't buy the paper. You don't need to buy the paper.
Well,
You're gonna run out of money.
And so I was like, okay, maybe I can just find a way to get another taxi. Like I thought the game was gonna continue, right? Like the next day, but the game literally just kicks you back to the main menu saying you failed. I was like, oh, and then you have to, and there's no restart at checkpoint or you have to start all over.
Like he's lost.
Yeah, I super lost. Like there's no going back to save. Like there's you had to start all over because it's different every time you play. So and I was like, Nick, I think I just lost for real. But that was a fun game though. Don't get me wrong. I solved the mystery the first time. But it was the second case because there was another case you could do. It was
the fact that you
It was the second case that I lost on. Wait, what, Evan?
The fact I'm like, bro, don't buy the newspaper.
Well, no. Sometimes you do have to buy the newspaper, but I should not have bought it when I was low on money. Well, because here's the thing: you get paid every morning or at the end of the week. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get paid. It'll be fine.
Well, it was also funny because I was telling Elias not to do it. I said, Elias, you don't have enough money. And he said, I'm fine. Don't worry. And then he wasn't. So that's.
I don't
what
like I said.
kinda made
I can't remember exactly what was going on because the thing is you have to collect your evidence during your shift. Like you can't collect evidence when you're off shift, Evan. So because that was like my last thing of the night, I was like, I better buy this newspaper just in case, you know, because the newspapers changed the next day, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I bought it, taking the risk, and then it was not good of a risk.
I mean, I figured.
But it's so much more than
It's a good game though. I really enjoyed it, and I like the soundtrack too.
can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations.
And also, what's cool about that game, and Nick, I don't know if you remember, is that there's like side stories as well that you can put together by picking up people. Because
Yes, I think I remember you saying something about that.
Because there's stuff that like you can solve that has nothing to do with the murder, but just because you're like figuring out stuff.
Henry's not just.
Yeah.
If they're anything, they're.
That's pretty neat.
Everything.
Oh yeah, look at this, Evan. It's Mario Odyssey.
Yes. Everything.
What
That's how
the?
they manage their daily life. The familiar noise.
I actually have heard of this game before. It's like you can take control of different objects and like solve puzzles and stuff.
Gets up and calms the nervous quivering machine.
He's a head.
Tick tock, tick tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed. Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to...
Don't you wish you could make the bed like that, Nick?
What?
Just become the blanket.
I prefer my arms. Thank
This
you.
is. I feel like this is as indie game as it comes.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, Nick, would you become a toilet? Never mind. Don't answer
I
that.
keep thinking the Quagmire toilet.
Yeah, that's what I thought of too. I was like, don't do.
They didn't know. They just like the color. It's actually great for their skin.
Nick, you know. Come on, you watch Family. Unless you can't hear us.
No, I can hear it.
No,
or
Nick.
unless you're talking about Nick.
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
The thing that's weird about this game, Evan, is that this is his house, and yet like everything's bigger than him.
Yeah, it's a little. Actually, yeah. I thought that was like a mon or like a demon. You're playing like a little alien or something. No, that's actually him.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. The candy of nature, delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
This is
There he is.
something.
Oh yeah, Nick. I don't know if you heard us. We were saying about like, would you become a toilet? And I said, never mind. And everyone was saying like the Quagmire toilet
Henry
thing.
takes their lunchbox and leaves now. They can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun.
Oh, it's co-op.
Doesn't ever become a meme.
Henry's not so ordinary everyday life in co-op mode.
How'd that ever become a meme?
Everyday life with a twist.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents, rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth, 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Yeppy's contributions to those Play-Doh titles.
Dude, you know what, Nick? That guy looks like a person that's content at their job. Like he look, he's content with his job. Like he looks like he's happy with his life.
Yes.
Like he's not overly excited. He's not like he's like at peace with his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
Oh, it's from the people who did Inside and Limbo, Evan.
I don't know what that is.
It's like that side scroller where you play as that little kid and it's like black and white, like the shadows.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought you've had to have seen it.
Possibly, maybe if I recognized it. What?
Yeah, this definitely looks like oh, except it's asymmetric. Okay, that's interesting. The Limbo and Inside were like side scroller, but it looked like this.
Interesting.
Each of these worlds are contained within an orb.
I don't know why, but I really like that animation. Like it looks so smooth.
Just like that, we are now in a world outside.
You know what that is, Nick?
What?
It's the thing from Rick and Morty. You know, like he made the world inside of the thing.
In his battery?
No, well, no. You know, he had like the universe or the universe he made inside of the little thing. Was that a battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. You can like get smaller or bigger for each thing. It's like each universe is contain that little orange orb it's carrying.
Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Actually,
to power devices and solve puzzles.
Honestly, that's an interesting concept. You basically can carry a universe.
You can even throw them into pipes. You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example,
Solve interesting
to
puzzles.
safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
You know, I actually am interested in this game. I'm not gonna lie. This actually is intriguing me.
Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles.
There are boss fights too. Hey, Nick. It says Elden Ring style boss fights. I was like, oh, I'm out.
Here is the first glimpse of one of these encounters.
Yo, look at that Elden Ring boss fight, Elias.
I know, this
Looks
actually-
more like a Returnal boss fight, not gonna lie. Except there's not more projectiles than it's a Returnal boss fight.
Wow.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
Okay, I'm actually gonna put that on my wish list. That actually is pretty cool. Cocoon.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été.
I'm not sure what this. Oh.
The eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color.
Nick likes to fill things with color, right, Nick?
The color white, but yeah.
Set in our French-speaking hometown
What?
of Montreal, Canada, as you
No, I got the
shoes
joke.
of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
This is a game
joke,
for people
yeah.
who love pure exploration. You're free to roam
It was a joke, right, Nick?
at your own pace,
Yes.
following your curiosity,
Of course.
sidetrack, and
Of course,
discover
Elias.
secrets
Nick would not lie to you.
Oh, look at the doggo.
Doge.
Fill
Doge.
something with paint. You'll extract its color as droplets of experience. And as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once. You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted, everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Whoa!
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas.
This is a nice little artistic game, Evan.
Did you say artistic game?
Artistic.
That's where your creativity
Okay.
Like art.
Yeah.
Cause,
I was just making sure I heard.
No,
it.
Evan, I heard the same thing you did, I think.
Yeah. But look at
I was
all.
like, sheesh, Elias.
But look at all these pieces.
Yeah, I know. Those are pieces. Are you talking about the colorful puzzle pieces? Talking about optics?
But you can make them 3D, which is cool.
As you like, without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination.
Black Cat.
Apart
Yeah,
from
Black
living your
Cat.
best life as
Hooray.
a friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But
Ooh,
you'll have to dive into
fancy.
that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too. All right. Hey, Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here with a very exciting announcement. We're back.
What was that?
I don't know.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the
Hey
Indie
Evan,
Booth as
yeah,
events like
you know what? Me and you are gonna go to this indie festival because I know you love indie games.
together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles.
I'm never gonna hear the end of that hour
Games
time.
like
Yep, me and you, Evan, we're gonna go play all the indie games.
That's the thing. I normally clip Elias about like his the weird things he says and does on stream. But this is like what I get. He'll like never let me live down that industry.
Our GDC showcases, our
That's like something he knows I hate now. I told, and now he'll hold that against me.
Oh look, look, I gotta convince you that you love indie games. I think you deep down love them.
folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover
Look at all these people having so much fun, Evan. We could be doing that too and drinking coffee.
Congratulations for them winning the lottery.
in hibernation during the pandemic, but we were so so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com.
I guess they haven't had one since COVID.
By signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases,
Wouldn't be the
digital
first.
sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said.
Oh, I got it. I didn't get it at first. Be in the know, because like be in the know. Okay, sorry. I got the joke, guys. Okay.
The only joke's your life.
Oh,
wait.
Wow.
Wait.
He went there.
That one just seemed right.
Yeah. That seemed like a sitcom moment.
It'll be hurting your way next year. It's called Summer Help.
Elias, did you really do that?
Yeah, I have the live studio audience. Dude, I'm surprised you guys don't have a laugh track. That's a sound effect you guys should add, is a laugh track.
Well, we only have 8. Oh. I know. How can we get more?
I
think you have to boost the server.
Yeah, I think the server needs boosted.
But it's oh wait, we're not at level 1 yet.
I'm the only one who's boosted the server, I think.
All right, I need to buy a boost then.
I mean, I might boost because right now my boost is on the Dojo of Freedom one.
My boost, I think, is on the Pokemon server, the Bluegrass region.
Yeah.
I don't even use that server anymore. I'm still in it, but I'm never there.
You're still in it, but like, are you?
There's a lot of servers that I have. I'm like, I'm in it, but I'm.
Oh, well, Evan, I'm still in all of UK's esports servers, like all the different games.
You're different. Whereas I think
I mean, I don't talk in all of them.
Except maybe a few of them. I think like the 2 big like heads of the Bluegrass region hate me. So.
You talking about Aries?
One of them it's a love. One of them it's a love-hate relationship. Alex.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I was like, I don't remember Aries saying he hated you.
Well, okay, it's a love-hate. We do it on purpose, but like we're fine with each other. We're friends with each other, but like we do it on purpose.
Yeah. Wait, so who's the other
one? It's kind of like a thing we do. We're always like at each other's throats.
Are you talking about Buttery?
Buttery hates me. He definitely does.
Oh.
I made him quit Smash. I literally made him quit Smash because I 6-stocked him with frickin' Pac-Man.
Together, you'll be setting out to rescue your lost
and he never forgave me.
Scattered across the mysterious land that
yeah.
lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together.
He's always trying
scattered across some mysterious
He's always trying
land.
to one-up me. That's why he committed to Pokemon, because he knows I won't touch Pokemon.
Yeah. Sorry for the side rant, Nick. Old cornerstone drama. That actually looks pretty cool.
It's not even drama. I never see him, and when I do, he's playing Scarlet and Violet.
Even the name Summerhill.
So that enough said.
Highland pastures where sheep are taken.
Is this actually what the game looks like, or is this like real life footage that they based it on?
That's real life sheep footage.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say they made
What is this game?
No.
Is this like a herder simulator?
I guess. But for a second I was like, is this what their game looks like? I'm like, that looks like hyper
I mean,
real.
A herder, I hardly know her.
Yes.
Actually, hold on. Wait, I got it. There we go.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to be the
Or
first to hear about
herder,
please head over to
I hardly know her.
or go to summerhill.game. Thanks again.
I love
was
that.
late on it.
I love that Jerry Seinfeld.
I was late on it. Y'all don't have that one. I
No,
I
we
don't think
don't.
Nick has that one. No, that's in a different server. So wait, I can upload my own from my own private server.
Well, from your own.
Wait, what's wrong with this? What's going on with the screen?
Oh, that's on purpose.
Oh.
I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs.
Yo! Yuna!
No.
Lord.
Wait, guys, shut up! We gotta help Yuna. She's in a horror game. That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
That's
she's
the
a
only.
whore, we know.
No, that's the only reason I'll go into a horror game is to save a waifu. I gotta save her, Evan.
You made Evan leave.
Oh, you left.
Sorry, what? Huh?
No, Evan. I said that's the only reason I'll go into a horror game is if I have to save a waifu.
Is it still online? Oh, it's still online. Ah, dang it, still.
This look. You know what this looks like, Evan? This looks like this would be in like VR chat. This looks like a like.
Hey, let's check again. Let's check again.
Wait, Nick. Nick, doesn't this look like it would be VR chat? Like.
Ew.
Yeah, a little bit. Evan, what? Oh, he's leaving and coming back. He's waiting for this to be done. Okay, I get it.
Well, Nick, maybe this is the next game I'm getting, huh? You know.
Elias, this is cringe.
Yes.
Elias, this is cringe. Come on, Elias. Come on.
Dude, I don't understand the vibe of this. Is this supposed to be a horror game or a dating sim?
Is this still online?
No, Evan, can you hear me?
I can hear you well and clear.
No, okay.
No, he's...
Okay, I don't know if this is supposed to be a dating sim or a horror game.
It's not over yet. Let me know when it's over. Hold on, it'll almost be over soon.
You have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world. The clock is ticking. Okay.
Here, I'll get him back.
Dude, I want to save the world. Nick, come on, man. Surviving the apocalypse with your boo?
Wish list now.
Next up, from Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice.
Okay, now we're hoping.
It's a nostalgia-fueled
Oh,
gadget-building
Icelandic. I love Iceland.
electronics engineering
Woo.
and allows you to share your creations
Over.
with the community.
That's why.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets. Although it takes me forever to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on the screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from.
PC building simulator?
Digital
Oh,
gadgets.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that is a game.
Created by Lexaloft because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment. We have a fantastic community, and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store. Bye.
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question, though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza?
Yeah, Nick, can it deliver a pizza?
You'll be given the task
Well, only one way to find out.
by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so,
Yeah, I mean, can it?
solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game.
Melbourne.
Mars First Logistics.
What?
In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build yourself.
Wait, this is kind of like Lego, but not really?
That is kind of like Lego. I remember that.
He dropped the pizza. Nick, he dropped the pizza.
The game will give you new toys to play with.
The way you said that.
He dropped the pizza.
Why is that funny? I don't know why that's funny.
He dropped the pizza.
No, stop it.
It's floating.
Why is that funny to me?
It's random.
Oh my goodness.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts that you have available.
He keeps dropping it.
Bro, fire him.
But you know what, Nick? This could be like a good engineering thing for engineering students.
Yeah.
And as you build up your collection of parts, more creative options will become available to you. And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor. And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
That was a nice touch. He did like he was like the rocket thing was, you know.
Pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Saltsea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swatches and get ready for the world premiere.
I never noticed it before, but she has really bright eyes.
I know
Yeah,
you
she
see
does.
that. Yeah.
Huh?
That's not bad. That's not.
No,
a bad thing.
no, it's not. I'm just.
Black cat.
It's just a observation.
Black cat. I saw a cat. A dude was on the cat.
We made Saltsea Chronicles.
Yeah, kitty.
We're super stoked to show you the world
Yo,
premiere
kitty
of
cat.
Saltsea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world,
Where's the kitty cat?
story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Aw, ship.
Oh ship.
Y'all are funny.
Wait, but this is like that one game in space where you play as the whole crew of a ship.
Among Us?
Oh wait, Nick might not have seen it. In that indie thing, there is a game where you play as like a whole ship.
I've seen Amuga.
Ah.
But it's like in space.
Saltsea archipelago in search of clues.
Pigs in space.
Where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Saltsea Chronicles unique.
So is this like a what type of ship is this? Like a boat ship?
And each location is built on the fragments
Seems like it.
that came before.
Oh, it is a
Our
boat.
art
Okay.
team have really done an incredible job.
I'm on a
One of
boat
my favorite
and
locations
it's
is the
going
Lost Cat
fast
House, and on
and
that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats.
Yeah, you go, Evan. Gambling.
Shit.
What? That's the peak of interest.
Oh yeah, I love gambling. Nick knows this.
But yet you don't have the money for it.
I know. Can you imagine? Dude, if I ever got like super famous and had a bunch of money, I would be blowing it on game.
Elias, no.
No, you guys ever seen the Bernie Mac show? Have you seen that, Nick? back in the day, maybe.
Yes.
You know how he would go to his friend's house and they like all the like him and his other comedian friends, they would play cards. I would be doing that if I was famous in LA.
Salty Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero.
But you shouldn't waste money like that, Nick. I know.
Navigate the world together.
I was saying that.
Oh,
No,
I know it.
No, hold up. If you're ever going to Vegas, go to the Park MGM Casino and find the Lord of the Rings slot machine that's around a column that's at the intersection of 3 walkway paths.
Why am I finding that?
Wait, why is it like? Is it very lucky?
I came out in the black.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're so delighted to share.
I don't know what that means. I'm not off the.
Oh, black means positive.
I gained money.
You gain, yeah. Red means you lose money, and then green means you
why
stay the
it's
same,
Black
right?
Friday. Because companies are in the red all year, and then after Thanksgiving is when the holiday season starts for shopping, and that's when companies start going into the black.
So yeah, going into the red means you're like making negative
What was
money.
the black again?
Positive, like you're making money.
I thought that was green.
No, green is
Well,
like
in
net
financial terms.
No, green is like where you make it's like you make the same money amount back. Or,
Oh, I think I see that in stocks. Yeah, my
Yeah.
stocks thing.
Yeah, green means it's break even. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, green is break even.
Yeah.
Black is positive. Red is negative.
Yeah.
But yeah, in gambling
the-
terms, black means you've gained money.
It's Lord of the Rings now, unless they've changed it since last year. But I mean, it's been about a year since I've been. But it was at the Park MGM, and it was a Lord of the Rings slot machine at the intersection of 3 walkways, and it was 4 Lord of the Rings slots around this column, and you sit at the one that faces the 3 like walkways, and because there's a theory that ones that are in the highly trafficked areas pay out a little bit more often, and my brother and I, we were getting
Well,
I
think that's true because they want people to see that you're winning stuff.
People winning, yeah. So we were getting all the bonus spins, we were getting all the like special events, and like it was insane. And then my brother and I went to a different casino, or even played other slots at that same casino, and it was just $2, lose, 50 cents, like penny slots. Like we were like, ugh, this isn't fun. Like we sat at that Lord of the Rings one for like an hour, and I think we put in like 40, and I think we put in like 60.
Oh wow, they're making a
And
documentary on this.
I think we left with like 100 out of that one. It was crazy. Sorry, I went on a little rant there.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun fact.
Psych Odyssey. YouTube Double Fine. Oh wow.
Submit your game
I might watch that.
Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs.
They made a little mini documentary about their company.
Interesting.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings of Day of the Devs.
Is that supposed to be 10 or 11?
I think that's a 10.
Without these sponsors, they donate to us, ask for nothing in return except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs.
Well, yeah, that's not really donating if you ask for something in return.
All the cool logos on the screen. We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions between all these amazing games ever since we started doing these digital showcases for Day of the Devs. Thank you again. You're a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Dose One is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information, or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to.
Biggest fan of that like shot where it's like a different camera than like the main one, and it's like more zoomed in and like a little low.
Yeah.
Like just talk to the camera. Just
Definitely stick around. We're not completely done yet.
one camera.
Performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia. Thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really fucking cool. Happening right now.
Just that was. I don't know. Are there any more game releases? Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, I think it's near the end of it. Or I think this is the last game they're showing.
Oh, okay.
This is a game?
Hmm.
Looks like it. Moana, the game.
Kind of.
Oh,
it
I
kind of.
see,
It
yeah.
kind of looks like it. I guess it's based on the real place.
Like Hawaii? The Polynesians?
Something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure where it is. I mean, that's definitely not Hawaii, is it?
Well, I mean, that's Oceania,
Yeah.
Polynesian, that whole region. The Pacific Islanders.
Mm.
Everything was looking realistic until she pulled out the leaf glider.
Bro, leave it
Well,
to the
well, it's because it's like, yeah, it's supposed to be like Breath of the Wild.
Fortnite.
Well, yeah, Breath
Or
of the Wild
Fortnite,
was
or
a
Fortnite.
genre-defining game.
Yo, it had spear fishing. It's a fishing mechanic. Great game.
Yep. Also, they were,
Yeah, Breath of the Wild had fishing.
which I know it was a cultural dance, but it looked like they were doing the gritty around that fire, Nick.
They were literally hitting the witty. Literally witty.
No, what if?
Wait,
What
hold
if?
on,
What
go
if?
back,
What
go
if? No, no. I'll go
do it
back.
again.
No. What if they're doing the gritty and they're like,
Oh, it's-
or what if they doing their dance like they stole the gritty from us?
It was a tribal dance. Fucking hitting the gritty.
Look here. You guys see my mouse? Look, I can show you
Wait.
exactly who was hitting the gritty. Like, look.
Yeah, let's see this.
Okay, look. You see my mouse? Right in this area.
Yeah,
Look right here. This person's straight up dead hitting the gritty.
No. No.
Wait, where?
Right here.
He literally quitting to the side.
That was literally it, Nick.
He couldn't in the end zone. He went to the end zone with that. Oh my. This game. is
Yo,
a
this
good
game's
game.
Fortnite. It's got fishing, gliders, and
the gritty.
gritty. It's
Bro.
basically Fortnite.
They have to appeal to all audiences. It's so stupid. Okay, oh, yo, look at that guy's beard. He got a beard.
Got something against beards?
Dang, that water's so
No,
clear.
I'm impressed.
You see how clear that water was? You could see him clearly in that that underwater camera.
I'm impressed by that. That's a good beard.
Okay, just checking.
Hey, I ain't talking trash about beards. What do you mean?
Okay, just making sure.
I have one. Why would I do that?
Hey, some people don't like beards.
I'm not one of them. I'm a beard enthusiast. I'm not enthusiast, but I
am a beard enthusiast.
All right, looks like.
Did they ever
that's
say
it.
what that game was?
No, it's called Chia, like TCHIA. Okay,
Nice.
so it's 11:20 right now. There is one more thing, the thing that actually came on today, but we can save that or we can watch it.
I say save it.
The
Okay.
thing that came on today, what was
So
that?
this
Did we just watch that?
No, all what we just watched came on yesterday. What came on today was this one. And this is the only thing that came on today.
Who is Tribeca?
They do. They're just a company that publishes games. Here, I want to see actually how long it is because it might just. I'm trying to see if there's like fluff in the beginning. All right, so it looks like it's about 39 minutes or like, yeah, I think it. Yeah, starts here.
It's up to you, Evan, but
Yeah, we don't like I said. We can throw
It's
this
up to
on.
me. Am I the deciding
Well, no, I'm saying when we watch the other ones, we can just put this like in the beginning, or vote to skip, like I said.
Well,
I
mean,
vote to wait.
Tribeca's-
Yeah,
as you said before, Tribeca is a company that releases games.
well, okay. Well, I'm saying like, do we wait till tomorrow?
City is back.
Well, I won't be here tomorrow. We won't.
Yeah, he's not gonna be here
Yeah,
for like next week.
Yeah, we won't pick this up until Thursday or Wednesday night.
I mean,
guess.
Our most famous game is probably.
I mean, I'm fine to.
How? Okay, so you said before that G4 has done E3 before. How long are those? Is that a furry? Was that a furry?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, we gotta save it. But here. Oh, but first, I guess let's decide.
How long is an E3? Because since this is kind of like E3, and since they did E3 back then, we can watch like.
I'm saying I'm gonna.
E3 coverage,
I will put a.
30 minutes.
I will put a
30 minutes.
I will put a break in this stream if we're done with like this year's stuff.
For now, yeah.
Okay. So, we'll see you guys next time, but I'm going to switch the stream over to what is it?
G4
G4
reacts.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh wait, we're not streaming G4? Okay.
No, we are. I'm just putting a cut in the stream.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So you're starting the stream over, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.